You're just staring at Tom.
Giving Tom the stink eye.
I got the stank.
I gave him the stank because he's questioning me.
I'm not.
About things.
To be fair.
Secret things. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Welcome to High Rollers, Dungeons, and Dargans.
Dargans, they're real.
They're real.
What?
I'm the Dargan Master, Mark Sherlock Humes.
They're real.
It's an honor, Darkenmerster.
I'm the Durganmerster.
Durgamerster.
Joining me this week, we have no bits this week, just angry stinko. We've got Rhiannon, we've got Trot, we've got Kim.
I'm real.
My pen's not working.
On the other side,
Help. Who am I?
we have Tom, we have Katie. So glad you still have those coins.
So fun.
So fun.
Does it
Hello.
sound good?
I am going to apologise now if I keep yawning. I cannot stop. My brain is not getting enough oxygen, and if I pass out in the middle of this...
I'll take over if you pass.
Okay,
I thought you were just bored of us.
I think it's time.
It's time.
I think it's time.
It's time.
Take over our main campaign.
Am I boring you? Welcome, everybody. A couple of things to run through before we begin today's session. I can feel a yawn. No.
Oh.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Oh.
I can feel a yawn building.
I thought you were
Is it that bad?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
stop. Right, upcoming, another sponsored one-shot. That's right, we've got another one coming up.
What?
I think people will be excited about this one.
Come.
Warhammer: The Old World by
Yes!
Cubicle 7.
Yes.
It's never been older.
It's never been older. More Warhammers than you can shake a stick at. A brand new fantasy TTRPG set in the old world of the Warhammer Fantasy universe.
Yes.
Head back to the lands of the Empire and Bretonia, where the forces of chaos and battle-fueled greenskins clash against man, dwarves, and elves. This will be very familiar if you checked out our Warhammer Fantasy roleplay mini-series that we did and had to put on pause, in a sort of indefinite pause. But if you're familiar with that system, it's basically the same devs, Cubicle 7, who've made that game. They've made the Old World, which is based on that universe, but a few hundred years before. It's kind of set a little bit before then. Very much the same sort of vibe, very funny, very dark, very gritty, but with a bit more updated, fast-paced rules. For that, it's going to be Kim, Ree, Tom, Trot, and our friend Bryony who are going to be playing in that one, which will be tons of fun. That is coming out next Friday. I look at Kim and everyone. Yes, next Friday that is coming out. It will be out at 5 p.m.
Yes.
on our Twitch, what you're watching right now. So 5 p.m. on Friday, this coming Friday. That'll be out, available for you to watch.
And YouTube.
Warhammer: The Old World, and on the YouTube as well, on Twitch and YouTube.
PC providing.
Warhammer: The Old World, Cubicle 7. Yeah, I'm going to get onto that. So, yeah, check that out. Once again, please do check out our sponsored one-shots. I know that obviously everybody tunes in for the Sunday show, but watching the one-shots is a huge help to us. And also we like to show off cool games that are fun things.
Tap.
Speaking of... Sorry, what?
What?
Tap.
Bun
Yep,
Tap,
yep,
yes, thank you.
I missed her.
Speaking of the sponsored one-shots, we hope that you checked out and enjoyed our Lost in Random, the Eternal Die one-shot that came out on Friday.
Yeah.
It's now available on YouTube if you missed the stream, which is available. You can go watch on our YouTube channel. We were aware that there were some crashes, blame the UK heatwave melting our PC. So we are looking at potentially doing a rebroadcast, at least on Twitch, for the people that maybe missed it. It's also a fun thing to put out there for people to watch if you missed it the first time. If you didn't watch the stream, please go and watch the uploaded version on YouTube. Not only was it incredibly actually a lot of fun,
We had a great time.
There was some really fun mechanics inspired by the game that we got to introduce. We had a ton of fun playing it, but the devs are really lovely and the game is legitimately good and we want to promote it.
Who's played it?
Get a good
Have you played
amount
it
of
since?
Please
I've
let
played
us
it
know.
since.
I've played it since.
Even after beating it.
I beat the two green.
Me too.
swords.
I beat the first part. I beat it. I
Yeah.
finally did it. I used the bow.
Oh, yeah, bow's pretty good. Bow's pretty good.
Pretty good. But yeah, Lost in Random, The Eternal Die. It's a fantastic game. It's available on Steam, but also please go check it out one shot on YouTube. I think it was a ton of fun. Made some fun maps. We had a fun time with it. So please go and check that out if you haven't seen it already. Anything else I need to mention this week, chums?
I think you covered everything.
I look to Kim and Katie primarily.
She burped. What does that mean?
Kim's burping. That is the secret message to remind everyone to check out our merch store, High Rollers merch. That's the secret message, everybody. If you hear a burp, it means go check out the High
buy
Rollers
merch.
Buy merch. Buy merch.
Wow.
Let's go and do that. We got our merch out at the moment. It's hot weather here in the UK. Grab yourself a tank top or a lovely shirt.
Free your arms.
Many, many things.
Probably
Also-
shout out to our podcast as well.
Hey,
Yes.
podcast. What up? Did
That
you
way.
know that you can leave comments on Spotify now?
What?
You can.
and reviews.
And reviews, and I
5
read
stars.
them all. And there's been a lot of lovely comments on Spotify, so thank you for leaving your comments. Rate us 5 stars on wherever, and
It makes a difference.
thumbs up. That was
Someone
a thumbs
sees
up.
it.
Sorry, podcast listeners.
For podcast listeners, Tom
heard
is
it.
giving a big thumbs up.
Podcast listeners, this is what I think of you. That's thumbs up again.
Perfect. Amazing. Yeah, please do. Giving us that rating does really, really help as well. It's been a good, jolly good time.
See ya.
That's it. We're going to run the intro now. We'll see you after the intro for High Rollers. Welcome back to Altheya, the Dragon Empire. Our heroes are visiting the seaside town of Wavemeet in the Bronze Dragon province of the Suncrest Isles. After enjoying the sunny beach and local festivities at the Lavender Garden gaming halls, the party are about to set off on Gruffith of Tremorrow's latest nightly quest. The Knight of the Loyal Hounds, Sir Joran Harper, aka the Barnacle Knight, has tasked Gruff with seeking out and slaying 2 powerful champions of the evil embered goddess of the deep sea, Ojanya. These champions and their minions have been killing and tormenting locals in the Isles, but they will need to be tracked down and slain. However, the night before the group leaves on such a quest, Sister Ophelia of the House of Blood sought out a drunken reveler, offering them gold in exchange for letting her feed on their blood. Losing herself in the euphoric feeling, Ophelia has sort of come out of such a state, having nearly killed the young man, who is now unconscious in her hotel room and leaving behind a very, very bloody chair and pools of blood. And I believe that is where we'll pick things off this week. You are in the lavish suite that you were paid for by your friend Caliphris whilst you are remaining here, the Radiance Hotel here in Wavemeet. And, you know, these very opulent hotel rooms, grand, luxury, you know, satin sheets, windows that look out, you know, onto the glittering city of Wavemeet, but slumped in a rather plush, velvet cushioned armchair is an unconscious reveler, the young man, who I don't even know if you learnt their name.
No, or gender.
No, well, they're a man.
They're a man,
They're
okay.
a man. I can tell you that they are male, but you never learnt their name. And they are unconscious, very clear bite marks on the side of their neck. Blood completely staining their clothing, like their shirt, and it has gone all over the chair. It is on the floor below the chair. It could have been worse. It could have completely coated this room, and this man could very much be dead. They are breathing, but it's shallow, unconscious, weak breathing, Sister Ophelia, and that is where we awaken.
And the staff did ask when we moved in if we were messy guests.
That is a very good point, yes. You also did buy a magical jar full of blood that you had on you, but you decided you wanted more.
She panicked. She didn't know how long she'd be on a boat for. She might run out.
She might run out.
Might run out.
Oh God! I
So,
thought I made
Ophelia.
my mind up, but now I'm going back again.
Go with your gut.
Roll
Go with
for
your
it.
heart.
Run us through the scenarios real
Shall
quick.
I? Okay, so I have a scale.
Not me. I'm not here.
No.
Obviously.
I mean, we're not going to tell you what to do.
No,
But-
my brain has a scale at the minute. I'm like,
Fascinating.
worst case,
brain.
depends how you want to look at it. Weekend at Bernie's is on one side,
And what does that involve?
well, and that involves perhaps carting an unconscious, maybe dead person out of the hotel room.
Well, they're not dead.
They're not
Just
dead,
to clarify,
yet.
they're not dead yet. They could be dead.
They could be dead. That'd be kind of bad if they were, though.
Right.
But I could weekend at Bernie's this person and leave them in an inconspicuous place.
That is
That's
a possibility.
but it's kind of bad. Other hand, I could just tell the truth. Wouldn't that be nice? I could just tell the truth and be like, I fucked up. This is the situation.
So,
Who are you going to tell that?
Yeah,
to?
who's
Is what
being
I'm
told the
curious
truth?
about.
That's the thing.
so the
I can tell the guy, I guess.
Tell the truth or kill and discard us, man.
Yes.
Kill and discard.
That's where I'm at.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Exactly. That's the scale.
It's a
And
binary scale.
Wondering if there's a middle ground here.
There might be a middle ground. This is where I'm at. I think I have a middle ground, but I'm.
Well, to give you some more time to think, we do need to roll for the pools of fate.
Maybe this will help.
Yeah, I think this will help.
Oh, I certainly will be. If there's a lot of points in my pool, I'll certainly be spending them to add some
Oh, well, you can have
complications.
one. I got a 3.
Oh, perfect. That's a dice for me.
Yes.
I got a 4.
That's a dice for you.
Me.
5.
Oh, another dice for you. How lovely.
6.
Oh, what? Look at this.
4.
Oh, lovely.
Oh la la.
It comes
Which side
down
of the scale is that?
to old Marky Humes. Oh, another 6.
It's 5 and 1.
Very rare.
5 and
No,
1.
does
Quite
luck
rare.
being on our side
I don't
push you
know.
more towards telling the truth, or
No, because it's me rolling.
so luck
luck
means
has nothing to do with
luck
it.
means you're more likely to get away with killing and discarding of this person, right?
Well, I'm more likely to kill them. Whether I get away with it or not is a whole other story.
True. Yeah.
You can see just there.
Drunk, right, as well.
You are definitely feeling inebriated. This person was very drunk when you fed on them. There is a bit of a transmission effect. Perhaps not as drunk as they were, but you are definitely feeling light and intoxicated. You're on the sort of good side of tipsy right now.
We
All
drank
right.
the blood of people.
So
who
I'm
were on
making
drugs,
only
and
the
now
best
I am a
decisions right
wizard.
now. Only the best decisions are being made. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as you are looking down, you see this man, sort of very loose, kind of white shirt, short, sort of little linen shorts, like nice shoes, just softly breathing.
Are
They're
they still
neck.
bleeding?
There is a rather quite powerful bite mark in the side of their neck. They are very, very pale, but you can just see their neck rising and falling, their chest filling in, retracting.
This is fun.
Okay, so I think Ophelia is going to try and make the best of this situation. So I think what she's going to do first of all is her blood red makeup jar. She's going to basically smash it and just smear it everywhere. As if she's tripped maybe and fallen over and she's smashed her makeup on the ground and been like, whoopsie doopsie, that's why there's red everywhere. Accidents happen. Oh no.
Okay.
So that's the first. That's the first stage
We've
of the
added
plan.
to the red.
Step
Cool.
one.
Add it to the red.
Step 1. Okay.
Step 1 of the plan.
I'm gonna write
Step
this
2 of the
down.
plan. And then Ophelia is going to write a little note to this person with, I think she's going to tuck 50 gold into this note and just close it, put it on the pillow next to this fellow, and the note shall read as followed. You have done a great service to myself and the House of Blood. Come to Ashen Rest and Tyria's Rest if you wish to learn more. Sister Ophelia de la Rosa of the House of Blood.
She dog stars.
Like a little chocolate on a pillow. Just
Why you gotta lead him back to us?
damn it, just in case they're curious and they just want to know more and be like, who's
You
this
wanna hire them.
mysterious stranger? Well, they might be into it. I don't know. They might have not asked them.
They're barely dead.
They're barely dead.
Okay. And
So-
then you leave your name on it.
I leave my name on.
Okay.
So step 2 also includes giving
Don't
them
worry,
money, right?
you've given them our address.
My money.
May as well sign your
I
name.
may as well sign my name.
So how much was that? 50 gold.
50 gold tucked away in a little.
And you have 50 gold?
I have 50 gold.
You have Gruff's 50
I have
gold.
Gruff's 50 gold.
Now, is that the 50 gold that you already paid them?
I don't think any money changed hands.
I don't think any money changed hands.
Not yet. Okay.
So that'll be.
That's the payment.
That's
you
the
agreed.
payment.
Yep.
Maybe I just write sorry about your clothes, just in brackets.
Sorry about your clothes.
Your inventory, Ray.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Okay.
zero now,
Yeah.
anyway.
Please do remove the 50 gold. All right. So, and then you grab your makeup jar of your red makeup.
Yeah.
You smash that on the floor
I
and
smash
then
it.
smear it everywhere.
Kind of just around where all the blood and the chair, just to make it look like I've maybe tripped on the chair and like spilt my makeup on the floor, and that's why there's like blood everywhere. You know, just to cover my tracks.
Okay. Can you roll me an investigation roll, please?
Because Ophelia doesn't really clean. She doesn't really clean.
It's red, innit?
It's red.
Cleaning would be blasphemous.
It would be blasphemous.
That's
That's a
D12.
D12.
D12, yeah.
Wow.
Great start. Here we go. That's Percy's dice. Bye.
Oh! Natural 20?
Yeah.
With modifier?
Natural 20.
Okay, natural 20. You sort of, even through your drunken haze, you like smash the makeup in your transparent, but the thing is your idea of making this look like it's like you tripped on a chair and spilt makeup. The problem is because you fed on this person while they were sat in the chair, the blood is like it's like all over the chair and the floor, and so this is a lot of makeup. Like, and the broken jar, this is not going to equate to the two. Like, this chair is like soaked, and it very clearly looks like if you were to take the person off the chair, it will look like somebody sat in the chair and then bled quite heavily, like someone was maybe stabbed in the neck or brutally murdered.
Is there a fucking silhouette?
It's not quite a silhouette, but like there is definitely like a chunk where if you took them away, there's like a body line down the
It's a butt
side.
print.
Like
I was sat in the chair when I smashed the makeup all
all
over
over myself and the surrounding area. But you know, this is just you pick up on that. It is possible you could bluff your way out of this, or like but it's up to you. My next question is going to be, what are the next steps? So you've done the makeup.
That was step
You've
one.
left
That
the
was step two.
note.
Step two was
What's
right,
step
you know.
two?
The man is still in the chair currently.
Are you ready?
I'm writing the steps down.
So where do we go from here, Ophelia?
Yeah, where do we go from here?
What time is it?
This is like, I think I said it was like 3-4 in the morning.
Oh, there's still time.
Oh, the
I still
witching
have
hour.
time. Yeah, no,
There's some time.
there's
yeah.
some time. Nothing bad happens at witching hour. It's fine.
That's why they call it witching hour.
You can hear Daisy snoring in the next room. Just so peacefully. It's like,
What if I like? This chair is an issue. Okay. If I.
Once again, just to remind you, the man's clothing is also drenched in blood.
Yeah, but I've got nothing to give the poor man. I don't have clothes. My clothes are. I can't give him my clothes.
Listen, I am merely stating the current scenario.
I've got a
It's
painting.
not my job to.
I could wrap him in an ornate painting.
Right, but again, I am clarifying you do not carry this enormous painting around on you. It is in Tyria's
out of
rest.
your inventory.
It is not here.
How is that the one piece of inventory you remember so frequently? Why does it come up in every situation?
It's that and the potion of speed, which she constantly tries to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him the potion of speed.
Painting.
Why not?
Potion of speed.
Once again, to clarify, this is not video game inventory where you can just like whip your like
space.
pocket and put a fucking painting in it. This is not Baldur's Gate inventory, all right? Like,
You're in a very nice hotel room.
I'm in a nice hotel room. I can.
don't stop helping her.
Say.
I don't think we can, you know.
I want to see how Ophelia's
There's no
gonna deal
helping
with
some
it.
Oh
people.
God. I have spare the dying.
Okay.
Is he's not at 0, is he?
Do you want to make a medicine
Can I
check?
make a medicine check?
Sure.
Inspect body.
5.
You don't have a lot of experience, especially coming from the House of Blood. A lot of the people there don't generally have pulses. You like try and you don't know, like You put like your finger on like his. You're trying to get. You can't get a pulse.
Put your fingers on
He's
his
very,
forehead.
very pale. He's quite cold when you touch him.
Cold night.
I would say Ophelia doesn't know if this man is alive or not.
Can I try and like can I try and rouse him?
Yeah, so you spend some time like shaking him. And,
Slap his face.
yeah,
up.
there would be
Wake
after
up, lazy bones.
after a good few minutes of like shaking and like you kind of get like.
Oh good, oh good, oh good, oh good.
And the eyes are trying to flutter awake.
Hi, this way. Come to me. Hello.
I am going to roll a.
Oh, please don't scream. Please don't scream.
Wisdom.
I was going to say, I think this is going to be a wisdom saving throw. Because also, let me remind you, you are also covered in blood. All
It's
down
also
your
down
mouth,
Yeah.
down the front of your
Of
clothes.
course. This is just a day job for Ophelia.
Hey, wake up, hey. Hey, sure.
You wake him up, and you're like, hey, shh, and you wake. He begins to scream as he sees you with fangs and a mouth covered in blood, like standing in front of him. He is like, he's like looking down. He's covered in blood. Don't kill me!
I'm not gonna kill you.
He tries to get up. He manages to like steady himself as he pulls himself out the chair.
Don't rip that. Don't rip that. I'm not paying for that. Don't rip it. Careful.
He's like trying to get away from you.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Make a persuasion roll for me.
Oh my god, it's like trying to like calm a bird down.
I think it's like trying to calm a human down after you've sucked them
15.
dry.
15. Okay. I'll have all of you guys make a. Make a perception roll. Let's see if you just hear sounds of screaming coming from Ophelia's room. I'll roll for the hotel staff to see if anyone notices.
Oh god.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god,
18.
18 is enough. You also hear screaming.
27.
You hear.
21.
You hear.
Unnatural one.
This is out. And this is out.
for the
So
best.
the three of you, so Rowan, Gruff, and Daisy, you are woken up too from like where your rooms are. I'd say one of you I think is downstairs and the other two are on the same floor as Ophelia. But you hear like muffled screaming coming from Ophelia's room. You hear like you hear like through the floorboards and things like that. Ophelia, the man is sort of like trying to come to. He's like he's blinking. He's like looking around. He's struggling to keep to his feet, but he does seem to like quiet down. And it's like, what if you tried to kill me?
No, I didn't try to kill you. At least not on
I remember
purpose.
You came up. I was drunk. You said you wanted to have a drink.
Yes. And
What
you
have
were
you
very
done to me?
agreeable. You were very agreeable. It's fine. I'm really sorry.
Am I supposed to? Whose blood is this? My blood?
Yes, it is your blood.
Oh God, it's my blood!
But you're okay. You're alive. You're okay.
You're a cultist or something.
No, I'm not a cultist. I'm just from Osseous. We just do things differently. You're okay. You're alive. Thank you, by the way, for coming to help me. I'm sorry I went wrong, but I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just desperate.
See, he like sways. And then he passes out again.
Oh, no.
As he just collapses to the floor.
I think Rowan would have stirred at this.
You hear, so all of you also now hear a thump. And you can hear Ophelia like, you hear like Ophelia like rapidly trying to talk.
Rowan's making his way to the source of the sound.
Okay.
I've got my AirPods in.
He's got his music on. He's
Doom
fine.
scroll, yeah. Don't turn the AC
white
on.
noise machine.
He's got the AC on. He's got his
Sleep mask.
Like a dehumidifier.
Yeah.
Or a
Open the window,
humidifier.
he's
Like,
fine.
whatever, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got my UV mask.
What are Daisy and Gruff doing?
Sorry, I'm just.
What? Man's
him
got to
having
look
a
good.
little-
Man's
No, but
what's your...
it's a perfect image. I'm
Yeah.
delighted
Yeah.
laughing at this delightful UV mask.
Well, you think you keep an 18 charisma without a little bit of self-care every
Got the little
night?
spongy things between my fingies.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time.
So, Gruff and Daisy, what are you guys?
I should have led with this. Fuck.
probably making my way towards the door.
Okay.
You should have.
Wait, what?
No, Kevin.
Good idea.
I think she's had an idea.
Daisy's hair is like all over the place. She's got bare feet, and she just
There.
she just
Bang, bang, bang.
Slaps on
So,
the door.
yeah, I think, like, what's Gruff doing?
I think at the scream, Gruff will just open his eyes in bed and be staring at the ceiling and just like judging,
What to do?
judging them. And then there'll be a long, deep sigh.
Oh, Daisy's not fully awake.
Yeah.
Even though I heard it immediately,
It's like still.
not awake. So
He's gonna slowly pull his trousers on
Just, but take his time.
and take his time.
Okay.
And then so I'll Gruff will turn up. He'll just be, but just then just.
So I think Rowan and Daisy get there first.
Yeah.
Like the two of you kind of get there.
ready?
I'm wearing like a nightie, bare feet, hair's all over the place, and I've grabbed my dagger, and I'm standing like, what's it?
What happened? You heard it?
It's a noise.
Have they answered yet?
No.
Ophelia, what are you doing? This man has now just passed out.
Can I cast friends?
He is unconscious.
That would have helped. That would have been a good
That was a great spell. What a great spell.
So good to do.
What a fantastic spell.
It's kind of almost what that kind of spell's whole scenario is.
Yeah.
They also can resist it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they
they
can.
know.
In his state,
Oh, yeah, true.
it'd be
Yeah.
different.
Also, once the spell ends, they know that you use
Yeah.
magic to charm them. So, but perfect
But
to
by
get
that
someone
point-
to calm down
Yeah.
and deal with them.
try
So
the
the
door?
man is like thing. So I'm guessing the door would be locked because it's a hotel
Yeah.
room. So somebody, you try the door, rattle, rattle, rattle.
Nothing. Closed.
And it's locked.
Oh.
Maybe she's fine. Maybe she's having a nightmare.
It just like cracks open a little bit. Oh, Daisy.
Ah!
Oh, Rowan.
Ah!
Hey.
Everything's fine under control.
You're covered in blood.
Yes, she is. I was going to make the point.
Ophelia.
Hey.
Ophelia.
Hi. Yes.
Why are you covered in blood?
What's happened?
Brought help.
So help us.
Did someone attack you?
No. Quite.
I heard men shouting.
Yes.
That means others have heard a man shouting.
Yes.
Just so you know. Let us in. Come on.
What happened? Is it your blood?
No.
This is someone else's blood.
Somebody else's
you're
blood.
Down.
Sorry, I'm
We're in
freaking
a
out.
corridor of a hotel.
It's someone else's blood.
It's someone else's blood.
Let us in.
I don't. Fine. Fine. Quietly.
Okay. Come on, Daisy. Go.
Okay.
All right, you let the two of them in. Shut the door.
Don't. You.
There is an unconscious man covered in blood. There is a chair covered in blood. The floor is covered in
Can they
blood.
tell he's unconscious though, or?
No, to you guys, like, there is a man lying face down in a pool of blood and red liquid, but you would probably think it's all blood because it's the
yeah,
makeup as
yeah.
well mixed in with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Gruff
failed the
would hear
concept.
Rowan
yeah.
scream, and then you just hear, what?
It's okay. It's okay.
As you guys are dealing with this, by the way, just for a little behind the scenes peek, Gruff, as you're kind of putting your trousers on, you see like a night guard of the hotel, like rushing up to where Ophelia is. Thanks for those extra noises.
Okay.
Stay calm. It's
Okay.
It's under control.
I've got an idea.
I'm gonna get Gruff.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna
no,
get-
no, don't.
We need Gruff.
Gruff,
We need Gruff.
Gruff deals all.
Gruff takes his orders.
deals
I'm
with
going
my
to
stuff.
leave the room.
No.
and go to Gruff.
No, Daisy, I'm gonna grab
Gruff's
Daisy. Daisy, no.
Okay,
No.
can you give me a athletics check as opposed by an acrobatics?
Fate.
You can spend a fate point. Yeah.
It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help.
24. You go to grab Daisy, but she's just so little and nippy. Maybe you slip a bit on the blood.
No, Daisy, no.
Daisy gets the door, opens the door. You step out into the corridor, Daisy. As Gruff, you have begun making way, but you're behind this guard. So Daisy, you see, dressed quite smartly like a kind of night porter, but you could see that they have like a very subtle sort of piece of armor underneath their uniform. They have like a club, like a cudgel club, and they're making their way up, like looking very concerned. Like, Miss, are you all right? I heard a scream. Is everything all right?
Yes.
Can you give me a deception check, please?
Ophelia, I have an idea.
15.
15.
I have one too. What's yours? You go first.
My idea is to turn them into a mouse.
Okay.
I'll let these two finish.
And then,
yes.
and then we're like, good scream, your turn. And then you go,
Right. So Gruff, you come up behind as you see this guard who is now talking to Daisy, and he's like, "Miss, if something's going on, you need to tell me. You look terribly shocked. Like, you all right? Come here." Like, and he's like got the club out, like looking around, like,
Hi, Gruff.
"It's all right, you're safe."
This is my friend.
Sir, if you would
Okay.
mind, I just had some screaming coming from this floor. It'd probably be better for you to
Wasn't
wait in
me.
your room. He's like, "That's fine. Come this way."
Oh,
And then he starts making his way, and he's like, like
Daisy's
trying to.
gonna look at
What's your
Gruff
idea?
and connect.
How good are you at climbing?
In the head.
not bad.
Do the
Goes to the first door. He's like knocking on the first door.
Is there
You've
a-
got 2 doors until he gets to you.
Is there a window?
Oh, bloody hell.
In this room, yeah, there's a window that looks out onto the street of the glitter cliff, like leading up.
You and me grab him when we go out the window and on the roof, and when no one can see us ever, and then we just hide there forever.
And we change our names?
Yes.
And we move somewhere else?
Yes.
Oh, no, I've got another idea.
I'm telepathically
take
speaking
him.
to Gruff,
Okay.
and I've just gone.
got this.
Ophelia killed a man. She killed a man. There's blood everywhere. Because I don't really know the full situation yet. I think she's in trouble.
Gruff, what do
I
you?
don't know what to do. Rowan's in there. Rowan
conflicted
screams really
right
loud.
now. I can't lie to an officer.
He's not asked you a question.
He's not
He's
asked
just
you.
he said go back in your room. He knocks on one door. I would say that this is probably Daisy's room, so there's no answer. After a few moments, he moves on to the next one. This is going to be Xanthias's room. Zan, can you give me a perception roll?
Unnatural one again.
Honestly, it's a bliss.
He's just like he's got like the little duvet wrapped up. He's got his his LED mask on.
a cinnamon bun roll.
He's got like I imagine it's like a face cream.
Oh, yeah,
He's got,
no,
the
yeah.
cucumbers over his eyes, like
Bum, bum, bum.
so happy with himself. So a couple of moments he's waiting for Zan. There's no answer.
Go.
Right. So what are you guys doing?
Fuck. Okay. So I'm gonna take the sheets, the bloody sheets,
Okay.
bundle them out.
There's no sheet. He's in the chair.
He's in the chair.
It's
Chair,
not bed sheets.
chair,
It's
out
and the
fucking
floor.
window. Throw the chair out the window.
So you
Chair
take
out the
okay. So you take
Wait,
the chair.
what floor is she on?
The high floor,
high
the top floor,
floor.
yeah.
The chair's fucking
So you
gone.
go up to the window, you pick
Yeah.
up this chair, you throw the chair out the window.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
I'm gonna rage, and then I'm gonna Donkey Kong man on my shoulder, and we're going out the fucking window.
Right, okay.
Yeah, we're spider climb.
All right, so you go out out the window up onto the roof
Yeah,
from your room.
yeah, King Kong.
What is Rowan doing?
Rowan, as Ophelia's Donkey Konging
Helicopters coming in.
barely alive man outside,
It is.
Rowan
It's
gets
just
out
a
his
dragon.
longsword and cuts his arm.
Okay.
Don't add to.
And then he screams.
3 points of damage.
Yep.
And you do that, you cut your arm. All right. You do that, you skitter outside. As I said, Wave Meat is quite a sort of 24-hour town. There are people still walking around. I'm going to need a stealth roll at disadvantage from Ophelia because you are carrying a full man.
And you just threw a chair out
boy.
the window.
And you just threw a chair out the window. Well, that's the only reason I'm having it stealth, because like you climb out, people aren't looking up, but there is like broken, bloody chair now on the street, and a passerby is like looking at it, like what the fuck? And you can see it's like like somebody who's probably coming back to their house quite late at night.
Okay. I'm gonna roll fate with this as well.
Oh, okay, yeah,
me, I need this.
please do.
Use all of it, please.
Sorry, I'm gonna spend some in a minute. Don't worry.
Cut my life into pieces.
Is that a natural one?
Oh, it may as well be.
Like 13 plus whatever.
7, 9,
But is that with disadvantage?
14, 15, 16 on the first roll.
Not bad.
That's not a
Fate
natural
again.
one.
Do I fate again?
With a disadvantage.
Oh, does that? How does that work?
Yeah, how do you fate when you have a
Well,
disadvantage?
with this, you should technically roll both first, and then you add the disadvantage to whichever roll is lowest.
Okay, so that was
what-
was that 3? I think it was a 3 on my fate.
3 on your fate, okay. So just roll the d20 again and see if you get lower than the first
I
time.
see.
No.
No, it was higher. So 16 is my highest.
16 is your highest.
mean,
Okay, pretty good. You managed to like holding this guy, raging, your blood. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. You cart this man up onto the roof of the Radiance Hotel. The person is like looking down at this bloody chair, like, what the hell? I'm gonna spend a fate point. They immediately are like, oh my god, and they look and they're like gonna run for the nearest guard post, which is the fort at the top of the cliff, which is the watch. And so they're gonna run for that because they've just seen a blood-covered chair be thrown out of the hotel, and they're gonna run for it.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Daisy and Gruff, you see the man. He hears Rowan scream. Now can tell which room it's coming from. Immediately runs to it and. Bam, 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 bam. Hello? Who's in there? Do you need help? What's going on?
Yeah, come in.
Like he goes to open the door. I guess Ophelia didn't lock it afterwards, like she opened it for you guys. So he opens it, like stumbles in and sees you holding a long sword and your
The longsword's on the floor.
long sword's on the floor.
My arm is bleeding.
There, and the floor is now covered in blood.
Help me.
And he like runs out. He's like, "Sir, are you all right? Please come here." He's like, he gets you. He's like, "We need a medic up here." He's gonna call out like to the hotel, like trying to get some things, and he's gonna take you over to the side of the bed and try and sit you down. And probably would have like a very basic like first aid kit on him as the guard. So he's like pulling out bandages and he's like, "What happened? What happened?"
Okay, so I've been drinking.
No.
I just rolled a natural 20 on perception. This guy is Sherlock fucking Holmes. he's like looking, he's like bandaging you.
Door, check.
Window is currently open. The curtains are blowing out like they've just been recently opened. There is a blood trail of footsteps leading to the window. The chair is now missing. Like he like looks at you like, what happened, sir?
I was practicing my sword swinging, but I've been drinking a lot. So, burp.
Do you say the word burp or do you actually burp?
Burp. I nicked myself, and it hurt so much.
Could you please give me a deception check with disadvantage?
Get ready for it, assuming direct control.
Oh, I mean, it could be. He's got the only reason he's getting disadvantage is because I just got that nat 20 on like fucking Sherlock Holmes and Christ.
He also said burp.
yeah.
This guy seems suspicious. Burp.
Oh no! I got a 2. Fate won't help that. 6.
6 total.
I could roll fate, and then it would make it a 12 at most.
At most.
That's not.
Oh.
He looks at you, he puts his hand on like his cudgel, and he's just like, "Sir, were you attacked? What happened in here? What really happened?" He like looks towards the window, and he's gonna get up, and he starts moving over towards the window.
It wasn't supposed to go this way.
What happened, sir?
I'm not going to say anything. No, I should say this. Is the note still on the bed?
Yes.
And the money.
Oh yeah, I made a note of all of it, dude.
50 gold looks like quite a lot.
Well, I'm very sorry for waking you up, sir. It's really nothing.
Sir, there's clearly been a struggle in this room.
It's not so much a struggle as a bad sword practice.
He looks over and he sees the gold and the note on the bed. And he like goes over to read it.
Wait, what's that?
Takes the
That's
note.
a private note, sir.
Oh, and it's got all.
I'm gonna have to. Clearly something has happened.
I think you might need a warrant to search.
This has happened in our establishment.
Yeah, you're right.
He's gonna read the note. Daisy, Gruff, and Ophelia, what are you guys doing?
I'm going into my room
You leave. Yeah, right now you have plausible deniability.
and I'm
For now.
I'm getting dressed.
Okay.
Because I'm like, But I will try and if
Fix this.
I will just try and talk to Gruff, I guess, in my
Sure,
head.
yeah.
No, I don't know what to do, Gruff. I don't know what's happening. But there was shouting, and Ophelia's covered in blood, just so you know, which is terrifying. I don't think it's hers. Gruff, you've gone really quiet. I don't know if the thing worked. Gruff. I'm just gonna Gruff.
Russ been watching watching from the door, like what's happening with Rowan.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
outside watching
Yeah.
this conversation,
I'm just
watching
kinda
this
just taking-
guard who I now must name because
Yeah, 'cause now he's suddenly-
he's good at what he
Yeah.
does.
I'm just taking in. I'm looking at the room. I'm looking at the scene. I'm looking at that. I'm tuning out Daisy in my head.
How fucking dare you?
All you're saying is gruff, gruff, gruff.
Panicking.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to think when every half a second your name is being yelled. It's okay, just wait for the guard to say, it's okay, I know who you are. Remember the crossbow man in Action Rest? That was me.
If I went to Xanthias' door because he's not waking up, right?
Yeah.
Can I try and bang on the door?
Yeah, give me another perception check. Perception roll there, Xanthias.
Natural 20.
Oh, finally.
The thumbs ended.
It's just like, oh, well.
One of those
You
things
thought you heard something.
the quietest things wake you up, but the loud things you just don't. You just
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
hear.
it's a really quiet.
You're like,
Oh, yes, Daisy? What time is it?
Oh, it's still dark outside, Xanthias. Like you know.
A bit early for this. Are we heading out already?
Can you open the door, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me just get my slippies on.
You don't need this
I
lippy.
need to put my bathrobe on and everything. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
No, it's too long.
Yeah. Meanwhile, go on, Grove.
Gruff will sigh, walk into the room, put a hand on Rowan, cast Cure Wounds.
Oh.
But I think as you try and step in the room, this guard is going to be like, "Sir, please, there's been an incident. I must ask you to stay outside."
I can heal the boy.
It's superficial. I think it's going to be fine, but I need to ask you, something has
there's
happened in
so
here.
much blood on the floor. I must
I-
have lost a lot.
May I heal him from here? And I will to cast healing a word.
Just give me a persuasion roll before, if you want his his permission before you cast a spell.
4.
A 4 on the persuasion, he's going to be like, "Sir, I don't know what kind of magic. Please, I have to ask you to stay out of this." As he's reading this note. Now, I just want to clarify the phrasing on this.
Okay.
You have done a great service to the House of Blood. Come to Tyree's Rest and Ashen's Rest. On Sister Ophelia de la Rosa. What was it? It was like, if you would like to learn
like
more.
to learn more,
If
yeah.
you'd like to learn more. Now, that sounds quite bad.
It's a bit culty.
Yeah, the House of Blood is written on it. There's blood everywhere.
We know the
There's a theme
backstory of this, and that still sounds bad.
You know, like in Oblivion, when the Dark Brotherhood sends you a message?
There's a hand symbol on there. Oh, does it have
You
the
have
skull?
done a great service.
Did you draw a skull on?
no, I didn't
Okay.
draw a skull.
There was no time.
I was too drunk to draw.
I'm gonna roll.
It's just a smiley face.
She wrote it in his own blood.
Little heart.
I'm gonna roll a history check to see if this random guard knows what the House of
please.
Blood is.
Please.
So far, he's
Sherlock
been the
Holmes.
best.
Please be.
14. I'm gonna give them a +2. I'm gonna say they're quite intelligent with their Sherlock Holmesing. So he's like, the House of Osseous. Looks around, looks at you. You're clearly not from Osseous, so you don't look at it. He's like, what is going on here?
What did the note say?
I think you need to remain here. And he's gonna go, he's gonna look at you, Gruff, and just say would you please go and inform the front desk? We need the guard, we need the watch here.
Is it all right if I go and put some clothes on first?
If you can, please be quick. There is clearly this is clearly more than what I thought. This is clearly something. But it does stop him going to the roof, which I would like to ask Ophelia, what are you doing up on the roof?
Is she on the roof yet?
Yeah, she spider climb, easily able to get up onto the roof.
She just places the man down who I do not know his name.
No.
He is here. And she's just gonna sit next to this man and just she just doesn't know what to do. She's just like, what have I done?
What have I done?
What have I done?
What have I looking at bloody hands? What have I done?
Like, curse these hands out this spot, Lady Macbeth. This whole thing.
That's the point. Is there bloody footprints?
It's white walls, isn't it? It's white walled this time.
You
my God.
let me in my head. You went and got the chair, which means you would have walked through the makeup and the blood.
Yeah.
Then gone to the
Yeah.
window. Then thrown the chair out.
And
How much can you trail it, I suppose, is the
Yeah.
question.
Has it
How
run out?
wet?
I was on
How much do you
a
guys use your
16
feet
plus.
fighting?
Well, I'm holding the guy, so I'm gonna have to be using my feet the whole time.
Yeah.
4 feet.
I would say on a 16 plus, the blood has wore off before you got to the outside. 3. It did not. There is absolutely like little blood trail, like little footprint trail leading outside.
Would Ophelia have noticed that?
What's your
blood
passive
trail.
perception?
13.
Maybe now you do, yes. You look down and leading up the little archway of the roof, like leading up from where you walked up, you see in a bit of moonlight, you see these little red like splooges where your boots have picked up the trace. It's probably at this point as well that you do hear the sounds of like armored feet coming from the tower to the with the broken chair.
Yeah, okay.
The broken bloody
Yeah,
chair.
I think Ophelia's gonna climb back down, go back into the room.
You're gonna pick up the man, or you take him with you? You leave him?
Yeah, I'm taking him with me. I can't leave him on the roof. He's gonna do something stupid, isn't he? He's gonna just run off or
So
something.
you pick up this man,
Yeah.
and then you
Just defeated, just like.
spider climb your way back in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, so at this point, Xanthias,
If I
you
was
get
to open the door in all of the wonderful treatment that this hotel offers, would I have a face mask? Would I have...
Oh, yeah,
What
yeah.
colour sort of robe would I be wearing?
Probably the Radiance Hotel. It would be like a very fine. It'd probably be quite a plain, like a white or a cream, but with like gold trimming.
Oh, very nice. Do they have slippers?
Huh? Yeah. Of course. Yeah, this is a high quality hotel.
Oh, hello, Daisy.
I push him in and close the door.
Oh, what's going on?
Catch up. There's a situation, okay? So, Ophelia maybe killed a man covered in blood.
When?
I don't know, in the night.
My heart rate has spiked.
They want the guard to come. Then there's a guard in the hotel. They sent Gruff to get the town guard, and now everyone's in trouble. And there was a big pile of blood in the floor.
everyone.
Well, Ophelia's in trouble.
Oh, that means everyone's in
That means
trouble.
everyone's in trouble.
Great. And where's this happened? Where was Ophelia sleeping?
2 doors down.
Let's go.
So as you guys make your way back, Gruff,
Get dressed. You're wearing a stupid mask.
you go back and like put some clothes onto you, and then go to the front desk.
I'm gonna properly like arm.
You take some time.
It's gonna be a long day.
It's gonna be a long day.
I'm putting all my armor back on,
What?
getting
Right.
that ready, and then I'll go to the front desk.
Yeah, so like this guard is like, he's kind of put his back to the wall. He's like looking at you. He does not trust you.
Would you like a song?
No, please, just what happened in here?
Look, I don't fully know what happened here.
But you know something.
Yeah, I know some things, not all the things, but
At this point, Ophelia walks in upside down.
yeah.
It's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay.
You need to give me a persuasion roll right now.
Yeah. Fate.
Okay.
Fucking hell, my guy. 7, 8.
8.
Even with,
He pulls out this like truncheon club. Put that person down right now.
I will.
It's all right, they're already dead.
He's alive.
Oh.
He's okay. He's just frightened. He passed out from fear. I know this looks horrendous. I know it looks horrendous. I panicked. He's okay. He is okay.
You need to come in.
I'm coming
Stand
in.
next to your friend or whoever this is.
I don't
and
know
not
him.
move.
I don't know
Never
him.
met.
He's a kind.
Deception roll. I mean, like, you gotta hope you roll well at some point. Because like, that's just a
on.
bold-faced lie.
Come on.
Natural.
Right, you're not the one who claimed that they didn't know you.
14.
14. Oh, you're so lucky. Yes! Just a 10.
Come on.
It's like, then what is he doing in this room? Why? Whose room is this?
It's my room. He was just a passerby. He was doing something very nice and just. He saw I was in trouble and he tried to help. But I don't know him. Anything you need to say,
Look, it's not my blood, all right?
I'm fully responsible for this. This is my
why
fault.
would a stranger
Because
cover
look
for...
at him. He's a kind soul. Can you not see how kind he is? I don't know him though. He's so kind.
This is so far beyond my pay grade as a hotel guard.
Yes, you should
The
stand
watch
down.
are coming. You are going to remain here. You cannot leave. Like, the watch need to resolve this. Just stay here. Don't do anything stupid.
Can you at least take him somewhere to get help? Because I can't do anything. I can't heal.
Oh, I can.
Okay.
I'm a good, kind.
He's a good.
No, I don't want either of you to doing anything. For all I know, you're going to cast a spell that will kill him.
I would never.
I don't know that.
Neither do I. How would we know? I'm gonna stop talking. I'm in trouble.
Fair lady who has committed
Oh god.
no crime. Would you like me to heal this stranger? Stranger. Yes?
We should probably listen to the guards. They seem like they know what they're doing.
Yes, you are professional.
So professional.
Clearly.
All right, give me a minute here.
I was just imagining me arriving and being like, "Oh, Rowan Ophelia."
But yeah, you and Daisy would probably arrive at the door as you hear this discussion.
I don't think I'm going back in the room. No, do
Wait, are you okay? Hang on.
I mean, if I peek round the door in a moment of panic, firstly, how quick do I see you doing that? Secondly, do you actually do that sort of shuffle away movement?
But I did roll a perception check. He actually didn't notice Ophelia doing that. But the other thing you would notice, Santi, is like Ophelia. It's like literally like the front of her is covered in blood. There is blood all over the floor. There is an unconscious man in the room. He looks dead.
I'm just wondering how whole of mind I am to see Ophelia, Rowan, body, and guard, and know to piece this all together as being quiet.
Yeah, this is a you roleplay thing at this point.
I mean, I could ruin the entire
Also,
thing.
Daisy has given you information.
Of Ophelia's killed a man.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Daisy doesn't know
No,
that he's
Daisy
not
doesn't
dead.
know.
That's
Because
what you
the
know.
first time she said he's not dead was when she crawled back into
You're right
the
there.
room.
Meanwhile, on reception, just gruff.
So you'd like go up to the reception.
Ding ding.
Yeah, there's like a port comes out from the back. They're probably like, because they've heard a bunch of noises, they're like at the front desk as you come down, like, what's going on? They're like, sir, is everything all right up there?
Right, there's been a bit of an incident, and the city watcher, the tower watcher, coming on their way. Everything's okay though.
Right, they're already on their way.
I saw someone. Because I saw.
Oh,
people,
I thought I heard like a crashing sound coming from out on the street.
I don't know about the
possibly
chariot.
tell you what that's about.
I don't know.
Yeah, and you would probably see marching in, like out on the street right now. They've not come into the hotel, but you can see them through the main doors. There is a bewildered-looking passerby, a woman. Looks like maybe she was on her way home, maybe just finished, like a night shift or something like that in one of the they're having the guns or something. Is making her way home and is talking to two armored guards of the Sea Guard that you saw earlier, who are sort of not interrogating, but questioning them about like what happened, what's going on. One of them is like touching like the bit of wood, like has picked up a broken piece of chair and is like, "There's blood."
And makeup.
Yeah. So they're sort of examining that as you see the two of them outside.
Do I recognize them as like part of the group that we spoke to about like where to go?
Yeah,
They saw all of us together, right?
They only saw you and Daisy.
Me and Daisy? Me and
At the
Greg.
tower.
Yeah, they
Yes.
only saw us.
Okay, so they're from the tower.
Yes,
Because
because that
we
was the
did see-
closest like military thing that this
Right,
passerby
okay.
could go to. Yeah.
Okay.
From Watcher's Point to the fort.
I'm loitering nearby, but I'm not involved
Yeah,
right now.
I think that like at this point, like maybe some of the other guests of like the rooms have like stuck their heads out. They're like, "What's going on? What's all this commotion going on?" And like maybe a couple of them have come downstairs to complain. Like, there's an awful lot of noise going on.
Could you at least shut the door? There's people looking.
Well,
And I think because I don't know Rowan's in there, I don't know the guards in there, I don't even know if there's a body in there.
You just, like-
but I know it's Ophelia's room, so I would, as I'm like peeking my head around the corner, being like, Ophelia, and you see a face mask and hair clips.
Oh, to a face of tranquility. And
What have you done?
sorry, who is this, sir? Do you know this woman?
Yes. I mean,
Can you please step in here for a moment, sir? Like there is something going on, and I need to understand. The guards are on their way.
Okay, but it's
yes, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You know this woman?
Rowan is trying to not make eye contact with Xanthias.
Yes, I do.
Do you know this man?
I have never met this man in my life.
Deception check, please.
Right, Ophelia?
I mean, this is...
Are you really? No. Okay. Comedy of errors, this is.
3 plus 4, 7.
No, yeah, he's just like... He like looks at your body language. What is it about? What is this that like Rowan's giving away that he's lying? Like,
He's just sucking in all his face.
I should warn
Not
you.
looking at him.
Like when the guards get here, they're going to ask you these questions, and if you lie to them, you're going to be in serious, serious trouble.
Right,
I'm just the night watchman here at the hotel.
Yeah. All right, I know him. I know
okay,
her.
do you mind if we have a quick chat with Ophelia?
No, yeah, I do mind,
If you
sir.
want to be open. Ophelia, what's going on here?
That's what I've been trying to find out.
Tell me.
Nobody's shouting at me and I haven't had a chance to explain.
Well,
This is
that's
what's
because I'm
going on.
currently looking at this.
He's not dead. He's
good.
just scared.
I just it goes through.
In your head, Gruff, you'll hear, "Oh, he's not dead."
Oh, he's not
apparently.
dead.
He just passed out from fright. He saw me and he passed out and got scared. I tried to calm him down. It was a purely consensual thing that just went a little awry and it got a little messy. And that's all it needs to be, and that's all it is.
They
And
agreed.
Everybody's making it a big thing, and I chucked the chair out the window because it was a mess, and it was on.
Chair?
That was me. I threw a chair out the window.
Gruff down the lobby.
Gruff, apparently.
One of the guards is like still outside speaking to the passerby, but the other guard is now coming in, and he's like, "Excuse me, do you work?" He like looks at the porter around the. You are the current porter on duty? He's like, "Yes, guards, thank you so much. We've had some sort of incident upstairs. I don't know the full extent of it, but we heard that you were on your way. You heard that we were on our way. We've only just received a report about something going on outside. Somebody threw a blood-covered chair out onto the street. Blood-covered. My goodness, no, we don't know anything about that. Oh, well, please, of course, how can we help you?" It's like, I need to go up there. Do you know, and starts like making their way upstairs. Like, you just let this man like go far.
Oh, it's probably on the first room on the left. And then
Thank you, sir.
to the receptionist, I'll be like, "How much is one of your chairs?"
One of the chairs. Well, they're all handmade. They're all custom made for the hotel. Probably, I would be difficult to say. Maybe 100 gold. They're very finely made and fine upholstery.
Ruff's gonna take his pipe out. Do you mind if I just start to light it up?
Oh, just the smoking. If you wouldn't mind, so it's smoking outside only. We don't allow smoking inside the
Give me a
building.
moment. I'm just gonna.
You can go out into the gardens
He'll
as
put
well.
it unlit, but in his
Yeah,
mouth, and
yeah.
then he takes the pouch. 1, 2,
He's like the man's looking at you, very confused.
4,
The return of the bit, and it's helping.
6,
Yeah, this man's like just very confused
7.
looking at you.
8, 9.
I'm not letting Kim.
And then
yeah, sure.
He'll pay 100 for the chair.
But why are you paying for this chair, sir? I don't understand.
This has been a very long night. This followed a very long day, and I've got a very long day. Oh, in a couple of hours. So this is just going to make things faster.
Well, that's very kind of you. So I'm not really sure why. I understand why you're paying. This is a different person than the one you spoke to, because it's obviously a different shift. I don't know why you're paying for this, but are you sure you want to give this money to the hotel?
The chair needs replacing.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you. I'll let the person who it belongs to know that it's been covered.
It'll make sense eventually. And then I'm going to go out to the smoking area.
Okay. Take a nice one. So those of you upstairs, Ophelia, please.
So this guy let you, as an emissary from the House of Blood,
Yes.
let
You're
you
an emissary from Osseous.
Yes.
let you partake in their
Yes.
blood.
Yeah, yes. As is custom in Osseous, we like to partake in blood drinking.
So what went wrong?
Well,
So as you're explaining this, Daisy, a very armored-looking sea god, like full, like plate armored, like uniform, has like a short spear and like a shield on their back. Is like sees everybody looking in and is beelining towards the room.
I mean, what can I do?
No, I'm just letting you know.
I'm just like,
Okay. So Ophelia, as you're just about to explain this, you hear a by the science! What is going on in here?
Oh, it's wonderful to see you. Thank you for arriving so hastily.
You being sarcastic to
No,
this guy.
I'm wearing like I can't be not sarcastic. Look how I'm dressed.
Sir, would you back just a moment,
Oh, absolutely.
please?
Please inspect the
Yes,
scene.
sir, back away.
The Night Porter is like, officer, these three know each other. Something is going on here. She's claiming to be a representative of Osseous, diplomatic power, saying that this unconscious man allowed her to feed off of him and drink his blood. And this guard is just like, all right, the three of you are being arrested. We will sort this out
me?
down in the barracks. Yes, you clearly are you all know each other.
No. Can I explain?
Yes, you can explain at the fort.
No. Can I explain now? Just
No.
a little bit, please.
This man levies a spear and says, put your weapons on the ground, you are being arrested. We will, if this is a misunderstanding, we will sort this out with the captain.
Then you only need to talk to me. I'm the one responsible. It's only me you need to talk to. They had nothing to do with this.
The Night Porter says, like, they know each other. This one lied to me, claiming that they didn't know who this was. Like, there is something going on here, sir.
It's just me. It's just me.
It's all right, Ophelia. We'll just quickly go to the barracks and explain ourselves.
Yes, I'll go get changed really quickly, and then we'll go to the barracks. And
We will
sort this
cooperate
all
with
out.
you, officer.
Good.
I am allowed to go get changed, yes?
He like looks at you in your current state. He's like, wait here until my partner comes up. They will escort you to your room so you can change. I don't want you
Amazing.
picking up any unnecessary equipment. You can wash your face, put on some clothes, and then we're taking you to the barracks. The two of you come with me.
My sword's on the floor already, so.
Do you have weapons on you?
Probably.
I need those weapons on the ground now, ma'am.
I don't want to make this worse. I really don't want to make this worse.
Then what's the problem? Just give your weapons up.
But they're mine.
Oh, no.
My things. They're precious. I died for them. That's true.
Just hand over the weapons, Ophelia.
Give the weapon.
Will you be careful with them? At least.
They'll be confiscated and taken to the barracks.
Carefully. They are
That's
relics.
really not your concern right now.
But it is my concern.
Your concern right now is that by the authority of the Duchess, I am placing you under arrest. If this is a misunderstanding, it will get resolved in the morning. Weapons, floor, now.
That's when Ophelia reluctantly complies.
I thought it was gonna
Me too! Like, me three! I was not expecting this, but here we are.
I don't know how this got us open.
Sorry, I missed it. Are you gonna disarm yourself?
Reluctantly disarm.
All right, with that, he will basically, his partner will eventually join him, and he will dispatch his partner, a young woman, to go with Xanthias.
Will anyone be waking up the body at any point, or?
Yeah, like now that their concern right now is like that the three of you are like assassins
That's
or something.
me asking that, by the way.
Yeah, he's just like,
that.
we'll make sure that they're taken care of.
Okay, because they might be able to corroborate this entire story.
They will,
Right,
if they are alive, we will make sure that they will
It
be
will
able
be
to.
if we could heal them.
Right now, absolutely not. I don't want to see spell casting. I don't want to see anything from any of you three. The Night Porter will go over to him. Like, now that the real guards are in here, the Night Porter will go over and he's like, oh, he is alive. The pulse is very, very weak, but I think he's all right. We'll tend to him and until somebody can be sent to collect him. And they'll sort of like kind of like prop his head up and like maybe like, you know, go start getting something out of the first aid kit, maybe like some smelling salts. They'll patch like the bandage, the quite bloody gash on their neck where they've been bitten, and they'll start bandaging that and get some smelling salts. And you do hear as the three of you are escorted out
I'm
by
gonna go
these
find
guards.
Gruff. Before they're escorted out, I'm gonna go and find Gruff. Just let him know.
Yeah, you find Gruff outside smoking.
Gruff, I have some
I'm
news.
kind of wondering about that.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what Gruff would do at this point. Because he has been set his fucking quest.
Yeah.
And he was so close.
Yeah.
Let it happen, dude.
And he's meant to meet Sir Jorah at the docks in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm toying with whether or not he would have just gone. Because if he followed his vows of protect the weak, the vulnerable, and the infirm, well, one, the guy that Ophelia drank from is the one who was infirm and vulnerable at this point.
It's all right.
He's fine.
And like, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Like,
Gruff doesn't know that.
Gruff doesn't
But
know
yeah.
that, no.
This was some innocent person that you don't know the circumstances.
Yeah.
I guess what it comes down to is, does Gruff believe that Ophelia would like maliciously snatch
I
someone
think
to drink
that's
from
the
them?
thing. It's like,
Or
yeah.
would Gruff be like, no, I'm sure
I
Ophelia
need
would
to
have
help
like
them, like,
done something like
yeah.
paid him or this
Yeah.
was consensual or something like that.
He did look in the room, didn't he? And he saw. Like,
Yeah, you looked in the room, yeah.
Yeah. Because he's currently torn between what he wants to go and do and this important thing in his life,
Sure.
and now 3 of his friends are about to get arrested.
Like, what time are we meant to be
So
heading? to
Dorian
the
just said
docks?
the morning at the docks.
The morning at the docks. Okay. It's like 4 a.m.
It's
now.
like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Which to a fisherman, he like. Gruff,
You woke up on time.
Yeah, gruff, but that's the thing. To a fisherman, the morning at the docks probably means like
Yeah.
Early.
Very soon.
early. Yeah, very soon. So he's caught between doing what he wants to do for himself and his duty to his friends.
Okay. Love it. Love a
So
bit of
I'm
tension.
stuck. I don't know if he'd be there if Daisy went to go and find him.
Yeah. Well, you can have a think on that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Xanthius, you are escorted a
you.
female guard.
Grab my things really quick. I like go to close the door behind me. Do they come in with? Oh fuck.
Yeah. If you prefer, I can swap with my male partner if you'd be more comfortable.
Well, no, that's fine. I'm just thinking I've probably got like silk gloves on right now.
Silk gloves on.
But I'm worried about
Of course,
swapping
yeah.
out the glove for my actual like armory or whatever.
Well, and also a much more apparent,
Yeah. Do you mind if I just face away? while I
Of
get-
course, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to deny you your modesty, sir.
Stand behind
Just,
this
I need to
binder.
keep an eye on you. I am fortunately, just in case you were to take something like a weapon or spell components or
Okay.
something that could be used against.
All right.
us.
Well, I'll just
I'm happy to
No
give you your
peeking.
dignity.
Little does she know the weapon is literally inside him.
Yeah.
I am.
So I think so what's the plan here? Like you obviously can pick up your clothes, you've got this robe on, you can turn away
Yeah,
to
I mean-
hide the crown steel, but your arm and your hand is still going to be quite visible. So what's it?
real
Is this like a
dominant.
sleight of
How do I-
hand, like
how do
you
I
drape the
spot this?
clothing
Yeah,
like
I-
over, like turn your body? I'd say if you make a sleight of hand
Sleight of
roll,
hand.
you can definitely do this without revealing the crown steel.
I'd like to fake this, please.
Okay.
No, can I?
No, you're not gonna. It's not
I
gonna
mean,
matter.
it'll be against their perception, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. So if I was to be
I've spent the
completely
face,
honest,
Just
but-
face it.
I rolled a nat 1.
So you're not gonna be able to help it.
I may be able to because I got a +4.
Yeah, one's not an automatic fail.
I rolled a 1, so I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's their perception like? I cough at the same time.
Turns out this one's Watson.
Yeah. They.
Okay, stay here.
What was they?
Okay, Ophelia.
I'm just gonna stay here. I'm not here anymore.
Okay.
I'm gone.
I'm going to. Oh, but it would be so much more delicious if they know what this is.
Oh God.
So this is the Watson
We don't
to the
need
Sherlock, you
another
say?
conversation.
This is more. What I'm trying to decide is if this random guard, they are they're more like a soldier than a guard. Like this is a trained soldier.
Sure.
Would they recognize Crown Steel corruption?
This
Or
close
could
to
this
the
just
Ash
be
Hills?
like
No.
Crown Steel corruption happens all over the place?
Yeah, I know,
But it's
but still,
like
the Ash Hills are
this
pretty
could
big.
just be maybe you had a horrific burn or like it's some sort of disease or a malady or something like that. I'm gonna roll an Arcana check. So this person is going to get, I would say, a 0. It's going to be a flat D20 roll because it's going to be DC 15. So if I get a 15 or higher on this D20, they know that this is Crown Steel.
Can I anti-fate this?
No.
Okay.
If you were Daisy, I'd let you spend a luck point to give me disadvantage, but
Book smells nice.
19.
Yeah, you keep focusing on the book.
I rolled a 19.
This was a public roll as well.
That's a public roll.
This is the worst.
The guard you hear a kind of like, no, it can't be. That's not possible.
By this point, the gloves
Gruff,
on.
just go. Just fucking
It's time
just
for a new
go.
party, man.
I'll come with you if you want.
Daisy
Should
could
we just
join.
go?
Buttons. Collar. Grab my sash over here. Where was it? Ah, that's right.
Oh, right next to that bunch of crown still that I
By
carry
this
around.
sash of crowns. Oh, it's by this body.
You can give me an insight roll, Xanthias.
I mean, with a nat 1, it's pretty obvious I bungled the sleight of hand, right?
I mean, no, because you're giving it your best effort, right? It's just your best effort is kind of dog shit.
Insight.
Oh, one.
That's it.
Oh, two.
I've rolled a 3, a 3, a 1, and a 2.
Stop using
then.
that dice.
Oh, and a nat 2.
And then that's 20.
Yeah.
You don't notice any change in personality, but for the audience and for the players, this woman definitely is like, all right, sir, come this way. Is like keeping distance.
Just my boots. I put them somewhere in here. Well, I'll be honest, when I got in here, I kind of flicked them off in random directions, you know? Oh, there's one over here. Hang on. We're going behind this divider. Is that okay? Do you want to come round?
Yeah, she
right.
follows.
Just a boot down here. Just a boot. Not a knife or anything, if that's okay.
If you put,
Got my
are you
boots?
genuinely just getting your
Yeah.
boots? Yeah, then you get your boots. She lets you get your boots.
Sounds so suspicious.
I thought he was gonna do a thing like I'm gonna cast a thing.
I
or I'm
don't
gonna
know,
do-
Mr.
Yeah.
I don't know she's suspicious.
No,
Take
yeah.
down.
No,
So
but yeah,
I'm-
you get your
Yeah.
boots.
I feel like in my
Being extra cautious.
obtuseness, I'm just being maybe more suspicious
Just
than
then
I
you
necessarily
realise,
should be.
yeah,
So I'm
you're trying to be like compliant and helpful,
He's
but it's
being
actually making
overly
it's
honest.
making you look worse. And she just absolutely keeps a little bit of a distance from you as you are escorted back as well.
Yeah, I think I have everything. So I think I'm ready to head to the barracks now to sort this whole mess out.
Please follow me.
Yes, okay, wonderful. What a massive misunderstanding this has been.
Why do I feel like Obsidious is going to show?
He finds out about
Gruff's
it.
gonna go get him, Daddy.
Daddy.
There has almost been a part of me that's been like,
Yeah, you should, yeah, honestly, yeah.
like House of Blood is okay in Ashen Rest. But I don't want to bring the Duke into it.
Well, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and you're in the Duchess
That's it.
Glamax's region. She
have
might not be
immunity.
cool with the. She might be very religious
Don't
and
have
faithful.
immunity here.
Diplomatic immunity.
Have it here.
But with
I
that,
presume we don't- yeah.
Xanthias, Rowan, and Ophelia,
Are we cuffed?
you escorted. I think because there are only these two guards initially, they are not going to try and cuff you. But they have weapons out, and they are like basically holding actions the entire time. That
God.
if you do anything, they're gonna try and like take you down. Because I don't think that they would necessarily. I think like these are like more soldiers. These are not town watch. They just like they went and grabbed the nearest authority they could. So you are taken. But you would be escorted up to Watcher's Point, the fort that Gruff and Daisy went to earlier.
Oh, I've not been here before.
Unless you guys resist, you are basically taken up there. You are led downstairs into a...
Rowan headbutts them both.
throw them off the cliff. I don't know, you could try and do that.
From my perspective,
This is a
Ophelia said it was
misunderstanding.
okay.
Yeah.
I have no suspicion on this guard that's escorting me. So I'm just like, we can just get this all sorted out before we get onto the ship. It would be quick and done, right? Right?
I think so.
I don't
Great.
know if it's worth me getting on that
Yeah, I
ship
think
at this
that
point.
like, they would take you to the nearest secure point, which is the fort. But there's no jail necessarily in that fort, so you're taken down into basically like a room that they can lock you in, like a stone, like probably like a kind of basic quarters, and they keep you there basically. They would separate the three of you. They would split you three up and like put you in different rooms, lock you inside, and then basically be like somebody will come to speak to you once we can send word for an authoritator basically.
Like similar
this is like
cells in one room sort of thing?
this is like, I imagine that, no, it's not cells because there's no jail here.
Yeah.
These are like three, they've probably like turfed out like like barracks. Like these are probably like 3 soldiers' barracks, and they've said we need you out. Like we need to put them in here, grab your stuff, and take it out. So you've basically been put into like 3 individual rooms.
So we can't communicate with each other while we're waiting.
No, that's 100% like they would not let you guys communicate too much. So the 3 of you are kept in these rooms and locked, and a word for an authority.
What is sent. If I roll in that 20?
Hell yeah.
Fucking
for the story.
God damn it.
You could have stayed asleep.
I could have EP sleeped this whole time.
You could have EP sleeped it. Dice tell
Now
stories.
you're arrested.
Now I've been arrested.
Dice tell stories, man.
That is funny.
This last hour has been a roller coaster for me.
Roll that 20, got arrested.
Been arrested and crown steal discovered, you know.
I don't know that.
You don't know that yet, but yeah.
You've rolled 3 nat 1s, a 2, and a natural 20.
No, unnatural ones. They were 3s. I have -2 on perception.
That makes it so much better.
Anyway, yeah.
So, Gruff, have you decided what Gruff might do, Kim? You can keep clapping, but I do need an answer.
When they walk out, so I'm guessing he heard a great deal of like what is happening and a lot of the shouting. And
If he stuck around a bit, yeah, and like eventually you would have heard them being frog marched, kind of like.
Are you outside when we
You're right.
get escorted
I'm good, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, when they walk outside, there will be no sign of Gruff.
Okay.
Fair. Yeah.
So Daisy tries to find Gruff, can't find him.
I'm all alone.
Yeah. Well, you would also, Daisy, you'd be the one like that night watchman is basically what has locked down Ophelia's room and is like standing in the doorway. They are like the man who is like fed on is conscious, and you can hear them having a conversation with this night porter, this night watchman, and eventually more guards would show up as well. Xanthias's room, they don't seem to like care that much about. Like they've sort of left it too. But any of their equipment has all been left in their respective rooms. So like Rowan and Xanthias's equipment is all currently just in their rooms, and you can't find sign of Gruff anywhere.
Can I gather the equipment from the other guys' rooms?
Yep.
I will
Grab like
do
their
that
packs and stuff. Yeah.
Then.
All right.
And probably go to the tower, the
Watcher's Point. Yep.
And
do what? You kind of walk up there, very imposing tower at the top of this cliff, guards in full plate outside. You just sort of, little Daisy looks up.
Can I wait here for my friends?
Who are your friends, little one?
We got arrested last night.
Oh, they're your friends.
Well, yeah,
Take
but
it
I
down.
don't know what happened.
Well, then I think you should wait inside and speak with, when the authority comes, they'll want to speak with you.
Okay, but I have absolutely no information.
Well, if you know, if nothing else, if they're your friends, you're traveling with them, they'll still want to speak with you.
Okay,
Yes.
well, can I just wait here because I'm on my own in the hotel?
We'd rather you come and wait inside.
Okay.
But they're not. You're not under arrest. If they're just your friends, that if you weren't involved with the events of last night, if they're just friends of yours,
No, I was trying to sleep. I'm really tired now.
or if you want, as long as you remain in the hotel, you can wait in the hotel, and we'll send someone to come and speak with you.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. What was your name?
Daisy,
Daisy
Thistleheart.
Thistleheart, and they're like, okay, and you're staying at the Radiance Hotel as well?
Yes.
Okay, stay there. If you're not
Okay.
there when we come to find you, you're going to be in trouble.
I want to stay there
Okay.
because I don't know where my other friend is either. So I think I'm gonna just stay in the nice, fancy hotel.
Okay.
Maybe have a nap. Probably can't sleep. Very scared. Very stressed.
Yes, I'm sure with what happened, we don't really know, but yes, go and wait there and we'll send someone to speak with you.
Okay.
You make your way back. Xanthias, Rowan, and Ophelia, you are left for at least an hour on your own. What do you guys do? Like, what does that look like, each of you? You're in basically like a fairly bare, like stone room with like a pair of bunk beds and like a table and chairs, but like any personal equipment has been taken out by the guards. So it's literally like a table and chairs, a pair of bunk beds, and that's it.
I think Ophelia's going to be like sat in the corner, but like facing the wall, so back to everyone.
Like a little naughty child.
Yeah. She's just like muttering to herself, just like, this wasn't my choice. I didn't. They made me this. I didn't. I've ruined everything. Gruff. This hunger, this blood. I can't. Oh, is this wrong? Have I done something? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gruff. She's just gonna just face the wall, just like looking up at the sky, just rubbing like the makeup on her face, just smearing it off, and just just having just a crisis.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, yeah, powerful. What about Rowan and Zenthius?
Rowan is sat facing the wall. I tried to help Ophelia. Why did I let her down? Just trying to do my best, and I think I just made it all worse, frankly.
Oh.
Should have just told the truth.
What about Xanthias?
I'm like walking back and forth, like every now and then looking towards the door and sort of shaking my head. And then I'll sort of go to open the door.
It's locked.
It's locked. Knock, knock, knock. Hello? We can get this solved very quickly if someone just... I want to reiterate, I've done nothing wrong. We can get this sorted out very, very quickly. We're on the clock here.
No answer.
Well, this is just ridiculous.
He's one of those.
The two of you can hear vaguely like a muffled
He's throwing a
like,
can,
version of
but-
that.
I have done nothing,
wrong. Yeah.
We have done nothing wrong. So I am a little... I also know we're meant to be getting to the ship as well. So yeah, a little bit of impatience. I don't think I'm being
No.
massively unreasonable from my perspective.
For once, you're trying to be punctual.
I throw a chair out the window.
Where does Gruff go? Do you go down to the docks?
He goes to the docks and he waits for Sajora.
Okay. It is probably about 5 a.m. When by the time you make your way down there, you find a place on the docks, and you can see that already the life of a sea-based kind of town is starting to awaken. This part of the wave meet especially. A few ships are preparing to, load up. They're loading up cargo. You can see a few fishermen in their little coastal, little kind of catamaran-style little boats getting ready to head out. And as you kind of sit there and watch, maybe smoking on your pipe, Gruff, you see making his way down one of the little jetties to a rather small little schooner, or a sloop is what it would be called. It's like a little coastal sloop ship. Not very big at all, really, probably barely just enough room to carry you and your friends and Sojourn, as he is basically getting it ready. You can see him he's got a big burlap sack of supplies. It seems to be that there is some sort of underside to the ship that he goes down into and puts some things down. He comes up and you can see he's checking the sails. He's doing all the things that you as a sailor also would have done in your time. Maybe different tasks, but it's that routine, that task of checking things. Excuse me. And yeah, you see him kind of getting things ready.
So I'll approach.
Okay.
And kind of signal to him, call out.
He'll look up at you, he sort of waves. Looks a little quizzical, but he kind of waves. He's like, Gruffith. Where are your companions?
I'm afraid I come with a heavy heart.
Oh?
Somehow, my companions, or at least most of them, have managed to get themselves arrested.
Well, it's not unheard of in a town like this. People get, have a bit too much fun, have a bit too much to drink. The authorities are often dealing with drunkards and people who need a bit of time to cool their heads.
Well, I think this is a slightly more serious situation. I know it was not done in bad intention, but it seems to have spiraled out of control. So, I don't really know I don't know how to proceed. I find myself caught between the tenets of the Order of the Loyal Hounds and what is right to do.
He motions over. He's like, "Come and have a sit with me on the jetty." And he'll just kind of take a seat. He pulls out, probably not a pipe, but like a cigarette case. And he pulls out like a, pre-rolled up kind of cigarette, which he lights with like a little tinderbox, matches. He kind of sits there having a smoke. Do you go and sit next to him and join him? Yeah. So the two of you kind of sit there, and you're looking at the sun rising, basically, as it's cresting across the water. And he's like, "Well, I told you that part of this test is to see your qualities as a leader. Why don't you remind me about what the tenets of the Circle of Loyal Hounds are?"
Protect the weak, the vulnerable and infirm, whether by sword, hand, or word. To pass on the wisdom of age and ensure it is protected against those who would misuse it. And to bring hope and comfort to those in need. To walk beside them along paths we have already taken. But I think in this case, it's that last one that's sticking in my head. Especially because, well, probably the last two, actually. May I ask, Sir Jordan, if I'm not too inquisitive?
You can ask. I can't promise I'll give you the answers, but you can ask.
Do you have children?
Me? No, I've never been blessed. My life, most of my life I spent hunting the colossi at sea, dealing with pirates, being a bit of a smuggler for a bit of time. I never had the time for love or children. Never really. My crew were more like my family for a long time. And then when I got too old, the Circle of the Loyal Hounds gave me a place, a position, a purpose more than anything. But no, children never been blessed.
I've wanted this my whole life, ever since I was a cub. I wanted to walk as a knight, to bring comfort to those who need it. But, well, I have duties as a father. I have three little cubs of my own. Well, I say they're little, they're not so little anymore. And I find myself with my crew, with my companions. I saw a lot of, I suppose, fatherhood in trying to lead them. I've tried to give wisdom where I can. I've tried to give comfort when I can. And now I find myself in the exact same situation where my heart wants one thing, but my duty as a father says I need to do another. I think I need to go back and get them.
Why do you think the two are different? What conflicts between the tenets and your duty as a father?
That is something I've thought on for a long time. Perhaps it is because I failed my children. I say I'm a father. I'm not a good father.
Do you not think, and this is just an old man's ramblings, when the tenants talk about passing on wisdom, I don't think they mean highly learned scholars passing on ancient knowledge. They're talking about like men and women like me and you, people who've made a lot of mistakes. We teach people not to make the same ones.
But isn't that the hardest, is when you try to guide the young and tell them and speak with them, and you see them continue to make these mistakes and be the worst enemy to themselves.
Just like when when you were a younger man, perhaps I'm sure you did some foolish things. I know I bloody well did. But it's not trying to dissuade them. It's about being there for them when they make the mistakes, to pick them up, to guide them, let them learn themselves. Give them that wisdom, give them that guidance, but they need to come to it on their own terms. I think so. I know I didn't listen to my old man when I was younger. But when he passed and when he was gone, I thought about the things he said, and I learned from my mistakes, and I tried to do better. But also, I think about all the times that even though I drove him mad, even though I caused him no end of trouble, he was always there. He was there to bail me out when I got in trouble with the watch, or he was there when my crew kicked me out and I had no place to live. He was always there. Was never happy about it, but he was there.
And I think that's the biggest mistake I've made. I was never there for them.
Sounds like you can be there for your companions.
Even this whole quest I've gone to, finally, I thought it was the right time to do it.
You've waited this long, Gruffith of Tremoro. One more sunrise won't make a difference. He flicks the cigarette into the ocean.
I just hope there's no attack.
If there is, that's for your companions to make sure they take the responsibility for. Know that were it not for their actions, perhaps you and them could have sailed out and sold and stopped them. But also, perhaps, maybe it's destiny. Maybe it's the work of the Scions themselves that caused them to be in the situation they're in now. Who knows? All you can do is the next steps.
I just wish they'd see how important this is.
You guess you've got to tell them.
And that's probably my other failing. I never spoke to my children. Not properly, you know.
Lots of things go unsaid, especially with us older buggers. A lot of things we don't say and we don't do. We sit there and we regret it. We think about all the what ifs and I should have done that. But we're not dead yet.
And I suppose that's why I set out. This was my chance for atonement.
There's no atonement to be found in becoming a knight. It's a service. It's a duty. There's no atonement. There's no forgiveness just because you become a knight. It's not going to magically make all the things you've done wrong better, believe me. Out of all of the knights in the circle of the Loyal Hounds, I think I'm the one who understands that best. All the good deeds, all the people I've saved, all the creatures I've slain, it's not going to undo the time when I was less savoury. But it's not about that. It's about doing the right thing. It's about committing to something.
Forgiveness, that's the one.
I can't give it to you, Gruffith. The sea can't give it to you. The circle of the Loyal Hounds can't give it to you. What they can give you is purpose and duty, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of knowing that you're doing the right thing now.
And that's the thing. The people I want forgiveness from, I don't think I ever will get. But you're right. One paw in front of the other. We have to do what's right. And it's thankless at times.
Set sail and stick to the course, wherever the wind blows.
Well, I forgive the inconvenience if you were intending to go out today.
I'll still make something of it. I'll tell you what, I'll stay here. I won't set sail until tomorrow morning. If need be, you can find me and let me know if you need more days. Like I said, this is your test. I won't wait too much longer, though. Just in case these beasties are causing trouble, I need to make sure that they're seen to. But if you need the day, I give you the day.
Thank you for that, and thank you for your guidance. But now...
We're just two old men having a chat.
Sometimes that's the way of it, though, isn't it? Now, I need to go and speak to my friends.
He will look at you and he'll say, if need be, if you need to, you can tell, gotta find her name again now, tell Morana, tell her that Sir Joran reminds her of what happened on Farwatch, and she owes him a favour.
And now I owe you.
Two old blokes looking out for each other. Got to teach these young'uns something, haven't we?
Maybe one day they'll learn.
Well, just in case you need it.
Thank you.
Aye. He just goes back, spits in the ocean, goes back to doing what he was doing.
Gruff does a big, like,
Thigh slap. Yeah.
to cover up the kind of, like,
Emotions.
Yeah.
and then we'll head back up to the fort.
Sure. Xanthias. Oh, actually, no, Daisy first, I think. In fact, actually, no. Break time.
Yeah,
I've just seen the time.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Got so into it, I was like, it's break time. We're going to take a 5-minute break here, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll be back in 5 minutes.
We'll clear
to continue.
this whole mess up.
Clear it up.
Understanding.
I do want to clarify, Ree, by the way. I'm loving this.
Yeah, this is not.
I am having a really good time with it.
No.
Delicious.
I said to you before as well, I said go for it.
Yeah.
And
I just don't want you to feel bad.
No, do not.
And again, like, as GM, I am trying to just be like, okay, well, like, this is what you said you've done. I'm going to try and logically follow this through. I got very lucky on a couple of dice rolls.
That's
like,
very good, yeah.
Dice, take it.
Exactly.
No, it's
Dice
kinda
tell
perfect.
stories.
Yeah, dice tell
Say
stories.
unlucky. I'm like, that was perfect.
That's great.
You can't write this stuff.
You can't write it.
No, you can't.
I certainly couldn't. I didn't plan any of it. But anyway,
There's a battle map.
there's a battle map. Oh yeah, these guys can see
over
it.
here.
There's a battle map
There's
on
a
the
ship.
thing. I got like minis. I got.
We are in the wrong place.
Everyone's on that ship as well. Everyone.
It's fine.
They're in jail.
We'll see you in 5 minutes. Bye.
Bye now. Bye.
Welcome back to part 2 of Altheya, the Dragon Empire. Oh, what a scenario. Our companions, having rested in the Radiance Hotel for the evening, we're all enjoying a lovely evening of peace and rest. However, Sister Ophelia indulged a little too much, having bribed someone to offer themselves up as a vessel for her blood drinking, drank a little bit too deeply, creating quite a mess in the hotel room, and leaving the person unconscious and very weakened. This was then upset by screaming and noises, and now there are guards involved, and people have been arrested, and it's been a whole thing. Meanwhile, Daisy, left on her own with unable to find anyone, is sort of just made her way to the fort where the players are being held, with nothing else to do, while Gruff
Eating a tub of ice cream and crying.
eating ice cream and crying, whilst Gruff makes
like me, for real.
his way down to the docks to meet with Sir Joran Harper, having a heart-to-heart and maybe getting some advice about what to do with the situation. We mentioned this off-camera, but I do want to introduce it now. As Gruff, you are leaving the docks. You do see one familiar figure making his way, little pack.
On time.
With dagger and on time. Mateo, the Deadeye, your bard friend that you've made here
The
in
best of
Wavemeet. He's like, Gruff, hello, where is everyone? We were going to meet here for your quest.
Yes, and I very much appreciate that you were on time.
Well, of course, how can I not be?
Unfortunately, our departure may be a bit delayed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What's the issue?
I have to
Bit
get
of runny tum for some of them, or?
I have to get 3 of them out of prison.
Oh my goodness, what kind of night did you have after I left you at the hotel? My goodness.
I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to go and sort it out now.
Well, as one who's had the brush-in with the law every now and then, my full assistance is at your hand.
If I could ask,
Yes.
actually, I'm going to go right to the fort, and I'm going to see what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind looking for Daisy?
Yes, of course,
I'm
yes.
not entirely sure where she's got to, and I must admit I did not think to tell her what I was doing.
An investigation, leave it to Deadeye. I will get on the case.
I don't think she was arrested as well, so, you know...
Good to know, good to know.
We were staying at the race.
I will begin searching at the hotel.
Maybe don't say you know us.
Right. Mum's the word.
Well,
Just
no.
an independent investigator.
All right. Well, I trust you. You are the best of us.
It's true.
But hopefully, this misunderstanding can be sorted out, and we will set sail before the day is out.
Excellent. Very good. All right. With that, you begin making your way back through a early morning wave meet. So Xanthias, I'm going to start with you. having been making a load of racket and noise, maybe about an hour and a half after you've been sort of, been put into this cell, or this, temporary cell, the door, you hear the, key in the door, and the door begins to open.
Scion's blessing!
The two guards that you spoke to that were in the hotel last night are like, all right, Mr. Oregon, was it?
Yes.
Would you follow us, please?
Oh, yes, where are we going?
The authority wishes to speak with you. So
Okay.
set up a temporary...
Will this take long? Because we do have a very, very tight schedule that we need to stick to.
That is not for us to discuss.
Oh, that's really disappointing, actually. Okay, is there any... All right,
Come with
okay,
us,
great.
please.
Yes, okay, I'm following.
So they will take you, escort you up into a chamber, a room that was. It looks like maybe it would probably have been used as like a meeting room, or like for the HQ of this fort to discuss battle plans and things like that. Which you're sort of led through. When you enter. There is. You would see at the far end of like a big wooden table. There is a dwarf sat there. He looks quite young for a dwarf. His beard hasn't fully grown in, and you can see that he has sort of 3 studs of metal in his chin. So his beard's actually been chopped down to be big lamb chops, and then he has like 3 metal studs in his chin of his earth skin. You can also see that on his knuckles he has like engraved symbols of the symbol of the authoritor's office, basically. And he's wearing similar to the authorities that you met in Ashen's Rest. He has like a kind of black long coat on. You can see like a hat has been put on the table next to him. He has a kind of big journal and like it'd probably be some sort of a very minor enchanted quill that lets him write without ink. And he'll kind of look up, and you can see that he's gone blind in one eye, but his other eye is like a really piercing bright blue. And he'll just be like, you must be Mr. Oregon.
Yes, Xanthius. Where would you like me to sit?
Please come and take a seat here.
Okay, doke.
You have a low passive perception, don't you?
Its passive perception is an 8.
Okay, perfect. So when you take a seat, you don't notice until you're already sat down and you hear the door close. That stood inside the room, inside where the doors were, you see 2, not guards like the sea guard. These look like temple guards. They look like they've come from like a church here. You can see that they are wearing symbols of melee. One is wearing a symbol of melee, one is wearing a symbol of Pyrrhus. And they have both got heavy maces, they are both bedecked in armor, they are watching you very cautiously.
Well, this is quite a lot of... What do you want to know? I think we can get this sorted out very quickly. I'm worried this has spiraled out of control.
Begin with the events of last night, if I may. I'm Authorita Cardwell.
Nice to meet you,
Authorita.
Authorita.
Authorita here in Wavemeet. Let's begin with last night. I am led to understand that a young man was found covered in blood in your companion sister Ophelia de la Rosa of the House of Blood's chambers.
That seems to be the case, yes.
Yes. When the guards came in to investigate, there seemed to be some confusion over you knew Sister Ophelia, you claim that you knew her.
Oh, yes. Yes,
But
quite well.
your companion Rowan did seem to, you claimed to know you, but didn't know Ophelia. There seemed to be some, can you explain a little bit about what may have happened there?
Rowan? Oh, well, he is quite a heavy sleeper. Sometimes gets confused in the mornings.
Confused enough to cut his own arm with a long sword.
Cut his own arm with a long sword? Well, that is definitely out of character. But stranger things have happened.
Oh, have they?
Like what?
Yes.
I mean, it's Rowan. He dreams about fucking rocks.
True.
I do.
That's you.
Yeah, wait for that question to come up, motherfucker.
Were you aware of what Sister Ophelia was doing in the chamber?
As in leading up to the event, or the moment I saw it, when I first walked into the room?
Why don't you answer both?
Well, when I walked in, I was told there was an incident, but knowing Sister De La Rosa, I assumed that she had communicated with a man in order to do House of Blood stuff.
And by do House of Blood stuff, we mean
Procure blood.
to drink from a living entity.
Well, yeah.
And so that was when you looked into room, that was your assumption of what had taken place. But you had no knowledge of this forbearing.
No, I had no idea what was going to be happening tonight, no.
But
I didn't know it was going to occur,
I see.
if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Oh, I mean, I'm just here to ask, just to get your understanding of the events that took place.
Yes. Has the man been awoken?
Yes, they have been awoken, and I have
Wonderful.
a couple of my deputies speaking with them currently.
Oh, well, in that case, I think we can all just wait for that report, right?
I mean, certainly that will clear a few things up. If this was all consensual, then it's really just a matter of damages to the hotel room. There was, I believe, a piece of furniture was destroyed.
Really?
There's been there was heavy staining of blood and things like that. But I'm sure that a fine, repayments to the hotel, all of that can
Oh,
be.
well, that is very unfortunate,
Persuaded
but
with.
a fine that we can certainly cover for you.
Yes, and I hope you can understand that at the time the arresting officers had to make sure that we could resolve this in an amicable method.
Yes.
Excellent. So, you are not aware of Sister Ophelia being violent towards others in these sorts of incidences? Have they happened many times in the past, feeding on the public like this?
On the public, no.
It's never happened before.
No.
I see.
That's the truth, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that is the truth.
That's the truth. And do you know? You don't know the young man who was selected for this process, then?
I didn't get a very good look at them, I'm afraid. But no, I don't believe I know them.
All right.
What with all the blood?
And makeup.
Yeah.
Finally, he'll say, well, I think that paints a pretty good picture of your involvement in the events of last night.
Great.
You heard, can you just run through it again, just for my benefit, one more time, from the beginning,
yes.
your experience?
From my experience, we were in our rooms. I was asleep, or, well, relaxing. Really lovely rooms, by the way. I love this place. And I mean, I was awoken to another companion of mine knocking on the door.
Which companion was that, Mr. Oregon?
Daisy.
Daisy...
Thistleheart.
Daisy Thistleheart, thank you. Please continue.
Woke me up in a small panic, which admittedly is not massively uncommon. I thought it was not going to be that much. I get awoken in the middle of the night all the time for many different situations.
Really?
Someone's dropped a glass. My dragonette pet is flown around and is eating people's seeds, that sort of stuff, ridiculous things. Anyway, I sauntered around, I put my robe on, put my slippers on. I had to look my best self. You don't need to know. Anyway, I found my way down to the room, and by that point, the guards were already there. and I tried to figure out what was going on, and unfortunately, me being there got me in this room as well. Simply by association.
Well, I think that clears up that matter rather well.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That one.
Just one more question, Mr. Oregon.
Okay.
Would you mind rolling up your sleeve?
I will do the wrong one.
My apologies. I meant the other one, Mr. Oregon. He is melting below that table. He's trying to get small. He's trying to hide from me.
No, I don't think I will. What equipment do I have on me, would you say?
Why don't you tell me what equipment you would like to have on you, and I'll tell you if it's reasonable that you could have taken it with you.
I'd like to have my 100 GP diamond, please.
Your 100 GP diamond.
The one I got from the Proto Magi Vault.
So the 500 GP diamond.
Oh, that one, yes.
Yeah, there was two 500 GP diamonds, I believe.
Yeah.
I will allow you to have that in like a small pouch in on your belt. Sure.
Now, could I use that as a recipe?
As a recipe?
For a spell.
Recipe.
What spell?
I'd like to... Now, it depends entirely...
Now, if I remember correctly, you have subtle spell.
I do have subtle spell.
That's the most important question, because if you are like, excuse me, cast spell.
Whacked in the head.
With subtle spell, yes, you will be able to cast a spell.
I have subtle spell, which allows me to cast... I know, I want to double check, actually.
It's no verbal and no somatic components.
But is it only one of those?
No, I believe it's both.
Did it cast it without any... Oh, okay. All material components.
So only if it doesn't have a price.
Unless it's consumed by the spell.
Yeah.
Now, a 500 GP diamond isn't explicitly the resource for this spell. It's 100 GP of diamond dust.
What are you trying to cast?
I want to cast Stone Skin on specifically my arm.
Oh, interesting.
Now, it's a really good question of, does Stone Skin affect my entire body? I presume it does.
Yes, it does, yeah.
I obviously, with Subtle Spell, I can cast this, aside from the material cost, freely, quote unquote, without them knowing.
So there's the rub, right? Even if I allowed you to use the 500 GP diamond, what I would say is like a portion of it would turn to dust and evaporate.
Right.
That is going to happen, even if you're subtly spelling
Even
it.
if it's like, does it have to be? Do I have to literally hold this thing to use it?
I would say you have to be touching it.
I guess this is another sleight of hand question then.
Certainly would feel that would be a good roll to be making.
It's on my...
Because also, like, it's whilst you're, like, you remember he's asked you to, like, roll up your sleeve, like, you know, take off your glove and show your hand, basically.
Yeah, now, if I was to put my hand down to my arm, I've got my satchels on my belt.
That's what the sleight of hand roll would be.
Diamond would be down in that region as well, right?
Yeah, but you don't touch the diamond.
So I can... that's my... All right, so my plan is to stone skin... Now, that's the other thing. Specifically my arm.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'd say, like, yeah, if you don't, you don't have to do the full extent of the spell. What I would probably say with that is, like... Yeah, like, you are going to try and use that spell, but only go up to your arm, and then we'll go from there. Because I'm assuming there's going to need to be a bluff involved in here as well.
Yeah.
So let's give a go first to see if you can sleight of hand to
You only have 2 fate left?
Yeah, you can burn in it.
So you got one for this roll, and then one
So
for the
you've
bluff.
got to slide your hand into touch the diamond as you cast the spell, and then bring your hand out to do the sleeve. So that's what the sleight of hand is for.
Yeah.
Can you subtly, like, dip in, touch the thing, and then...
Okay. Well, I'm going to fate it for this one, the sleight of hand, because I only have a +4. Please. Please. 16 total.
16.
It's not...
We're under heavy scrutiny by 3 individuals.
Yeah.
The first one. The second one. The third one.
I'll spend the sorcery points anyway.
Well, no, so what I was going to say is the failure of the roll is you don't get to cast the spell, because as you're reaching your hand towards the pouch, you immediately see that the Authorita, the other 2 are too far away, but the Authorita is like, what do you do? Yeah, and you can tell that, like, if you go for it, they're going to see you do it. Like, so you can abandon it and try and do something else, or it's up to you.
Okay, so they stop me from...
They're like, if you do it, they're going to know that you've reached in and done something. Like, you know, you've not gotten away with it. They've clocked you trying to do something with your pouch. So you can abandon it and just play it off like, oh, sorry, I was just going to get my thing.
Fuck. Shit. Dick.
It's a great idea. I love the idea.
It's a great idea,
but I think,
18 plus his
unfortunately, like, there was...
The first 2 rolled really bad, I should point out as well.
Yeah. I just don't think I have any other, like, covering sort of spells, you know, that I could do more freely. How do I lie my way out of this?
You're also lucky he's not used all of that fate as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to spend it on complications.
Do you mind if...
We need
Is
more
this
of those,
same
yeah.
Authoritor speaking to the other people after me?
Yeah. It will be.
So it couldn't be a cut to someone else's situation for a bit while I think about my plans.
I can cut to like a Daisy and Mateo or a Gruff making their way back, yeah?
Yeah, I just need to think.
Sure. I mean, you know, I will just throw out some things here as well. You could just try and bribe this guy.
You could say no.
Be like, here's a 500 GP diamond. Let me go. Like, he might be corrupt. He might not be. You don't know. But anyway, let's cut back to, so Daisy, what is Daisy doing? Like, this is like, 5 in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning. Did you try and go back to bed, or are you just like on your bed, just like eating ice cream?
I'm eating ice cream on the bed.
You're just eating ice cream on the bed. So you would get like a kind of like, hello, Daisy, are you in here? Hello?
Huh?
It's Mateo.
Carry my ice cream over to the door.
Hello. Gruff sent me to try and find you.
Gruff?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Well, he went down to the docks.
Did he leave?
No, he's not left. He's making his way back up to the tower right now, up to the fort, to try and see what he can do about this mess that your friends have gotten themselves into.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't really fully know, but there was a man on the floor covered in blood.
Oh, I've been there.
Seems likely. But I'm sure it's very much just a misunderstanding.
So what was it? Is it Xanthius, Rowan, and Ophelia got taken?
Yes.
Ooh, well, I'm sure it'll be all right. It's not like any of them have got any horrible dark secrets that they need to keep, is it? What a joke!
Just drinks.
I know, I'm so funny. It's not like crazy dark secrets or anything. It'd be silly, wouldn't it?
Could you tell Gruff that I have to stay in the hotel? Because the guards told me that I should stay here in case they need me.
Right.
For questioning.
Okay. This is why Gruff probably warned me to say that I don't know any of you. Good point.
Okay, but you also were not here.
Yes, exactly.
So
I don't know anything, officer. I've never seen these people before a day in my life.
Sometimes we wish, but no. I'm joking.
What?
No, she doesn't say that. No, I mean, no, you got the context wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, that's...
It's fine.
Yeah, can you just tell them I have to stay here because this is where they're expecting me to be.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
if I don't stay here, then they'll arrest me.
Do you need anything else?
Scream.
I can get. You know what? I'm on it. Don't leave it to Mateo Deadeye. It's easily done.
Also,
no problem.
if Gruff wants to come here and wait too, then that's fine. It seems like they wanted to talk to them, and then they're gonna sort it out.
That would be, I think, based on my very limited legal training, that would probably be the case. The authority will probably come up here. They'll probably speak to them all individually. They are eligible to get an authority of their own to represent them if they are being arrested for anything. Good ones cost some money, and it can take some time to get them here. Generally, they're used to bigger cases, but it could be possible. But yes, I'll go and fetch Gruff and let him know.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just gonna be here.
Okay.
Don't look in Ophelia's room.
Why? Oh, because
Blood.
the blood. Oh. Yeah. I want to kind of have a little peek there. No. Sure.
Did you see the chair?
No.
If you look out the window, you'll see a chair.
Oh, I came in that way. There was no chair.
Oh,
maybe they've
cleared
taken it away. Maybe they've already
okay.
dealt
There was
with
a
it.
chair.
All right. Okay.
But I'm sure it's a very big misunderstanding.
Of course it is. You're all heroes. I spoke to those guards. I should go down to the barracks and maybe get the guards I spoke to. Remind them of the heroes who fought the monsters on the beach, that this is them. I could put in a good word.
But then that would be admitting that you know us.
That is a very good point. I will subtly remind someone to come and tell these guards that they are the ones, that you are all heroes who fought on the beach and fought the monsters.
Great.
Great.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
More ice cream coming up, and then I will go find Gruff.
Good.
I genuinely feel better with Mateo around. I don't know.
You just feel better?
Yeah.
Like he's just around?
Yeah.
He's useless and will very likely die. He is. I have rolled only nat 20s with him. That luck will not hold out forever.
I believe.
I mean,
20s
sure.
for the rest of his life.
I mean, he could just be bones, though. So.
He could just become bones, and then you get delightful bones.
Delightful bones.
Handsome bones.
Handsome
Lovely
bones.
bones.
How are you doing there, Tom?
I have nothing.
You have nothing.
Nothing but the truth.
I have nothing, so I'm literally just. I'll be back to me.
We can be.
I don't think I'll be doing that.
What do you mean?
How does this pertain to the case exactly?
Well, it does not pertain to the events of last night, but we have...
Fantastic. Then I will
Somebody
not be...
has reported that that there is a malady that I should be aware of, that you may be bearing, that you may be harboring certain condition.
And what condition would that be?
Do you really wish me to say it, Mr. Oregon?
I'd like to know, frankly. Yes.
Crown steel corruption.
Crown steel corruption.
Yes.
In a gold dragonborn. Typical.
I can assure you, Mr. Oregon, this is...
Oh, he's gonna sass his way out of it.
Not motivated by any prejudice. We have an eyewitness who saw your arm and recognized crown steel corruption.
They recognise crown steel
Well,
corruption.
that is why I would like to inspect it, to make sure. If, of course, this is a misunderstanding, you would have no problem with showing us your arm, and myself and the good brother and sister of the church here can examine it and be on your way if this is some malady or some other issue.
This is, as you said, not pertaining to the case in which you're investigating, so I will not be cooperating with this request.
I see. Very well.
I presume I'm free to go?
Absolutely not. I'm afraid that based on the suspicion of crown steel corruption, I have to politely ask you to remain here. And should you refuse, you will be arrested.
Fine.
Very well, Mr. Oregon.
How the fuck do I get out of this?
If that is the way you wish to play it.
Call in the big guns. Ophelia!
How?
I don't know.
There's a bigger gun as well.
Yeah. Hey, Sophie Wovie.
No, not that one.
Oh, no, that isn't. No,
I was literally thinking about Scaratalos.
Oh, I was talking about my biggest gun.
No.
That is a gun.
Scaratalos is having a little nappy nap. Scaratalos is not gonna come.
So,
I don't know, dude.
No.
you will be
I don't know how to contact Sovereign.
you will be
When
escorted.
they try and approach you, he will make his presence known.
You will be escorted back to the room that you were in.
How do I fucking leave?
The priest and the priestess of Mela and Pyrrhus will march you down along with the guards. The woman, the female priestess of Pyrrhus, looks especially sort of angry and judgmental, like this is a glower from this woman. Human woman, very tall, bright sunny hair, just sort of glowering at you as you make your way down, as you are, basically marched back down into the fort. Gruff, you arrive at the entrance to the watch, to Watcher's Point, sorry. You see a couple of the guards outside. They say, "Hello there, sir. Can we help you?"
Hello, I would like to speak to Watch Commander Mirana Taravos, please.
And you see one of them will look at you and it's like, did you not? You came here yesterday, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes, I think I remember you. Knight Errant, right?
Yes, that's me.
All right, very well. Yes, the commander did say that. We'll see if she's available first. If you can just wait here. We had a bit of an incident last night. We're just trying to coordinate with the local city watch, but I just need to go and speak with her briefly.
Thank you.
And he'll head inside. Whilst you're waiting, Matteo comes jogging up. He's like, "Oh, good morning, Sea Guards. Hello, welcome. You there, good sir. You seem the type of fellow that I should have a conversation with about my performance. Last night, you came to see me."
Right. I'm just going to have a conversation with this man about his performance
Sure.
last night.
Yeah, they're like, "Yeah, that's fine. Just don't go too far. We're waiting on the commander." And he sort of like, she like gets it out of earshot. Gruff,
Hello.
I found Daisy.
Oh, thank
She's back in the hotel, but she's been told by the guards not to leave because they want to come and speak to her about what happened last night as well. I think she let them know that you were all friends or that she was friends with them, and now they want to speak to her.
Makes sense.
It's a whole thing. But I thought I'd just come and let you know. She's stuck there. She said if you want to come away with her, you can as well, but that's where she is. She's stuck in there.
I'm going to speak to the Watch Commander and see what I can do.
Right, perfect. You want some help?
Take take him with you. What's the worst thing?
Actually, Matteo, you are the best of us.
He is the best of us. It's true.
I'd really appreciate it if you could keep Daisy company right now. And
I'm on it.
can you apologise to her from me for just abandoning her? I didn't mean to do that.
Yes, of course, absolutely. Not a problem. Absolutely, I can pass
She's
the
had
message
6
on.
pints of ice cream. It's fine.
Just like, oh, it's just gonna be sick.
I had a lot of things on my mind, and I
It's fine, Gruff, leave it with me, please. Delivering apologies for other people happens to be a specialty of mine. I'm very good at apologizing on other people's behalf.
Right.
Very good. All right, leave it with me. We'll make his way back.
You are the best of us.
Thank you for that generous tip for my performance. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Well, he goes, I don't know you. I've never met you in my life.
What a funny fellow.
You wait for a moment, and Commander Marana will make her way down. It comes and meets you this time, like rather than you brought inside, she will actually come outside and be like, Knight Errant, I thought you were heading off on your quest. That's when she gave her like an American accent.
I was supposed to be, but I was meant to be accompanied by several companions. Companions of mine, who apparently are currently sitting in your cells.
Well, we don't really have. Normally, they wouldn't be brought here to Watcher's Keep, but because it was so close to the hotel, my men and women didn't want to take them all the way through the town to the barracks. They should have been taken there. But yes, I need to. These are your companions.
Yes.
I need to speak with you about a pretty important matter. Come inside, and we'll take you inside, and takes you into a little side room of this sort of like, tall. It's quite a big fort, like, there's multiple rooms and things like that in it. Takes you over to a room, and we'll just sort of like look at you and be like, Knight Errant, I need to know something. There was a report last night. One of my guards, she's a pretty learned woman. One of your companions, the Dragonborn, Xanthius, his arm showed signs of Crown Steel corruption. Now, as soon as my guards started talking about it, that information is disseminated. Now the authorities and sent word to the church here that we have. There's a priest and priestess of the Scions here. Did you know about this?
Why is your problem my problem?
Oh, God. I need to think. My next character is just going to be a plank of wood.
But even then, it would just end up giving everyone splinters. There's woodworm in it. It's warped.
I need 2x4.
I can only do what Gruff is going to do. Yes, I am aware.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Gruff is the best of us. He was never going to lie.
No, I'm just going to lay down.
If I may.
Die.
She looks at you. Please make it good.
This situation.
Would he? Would he?
The situation is being dealt with. One of the reasons we're here is to assist in the removal of it.
You have to understand, what you're saying, I can't just take that on faith, Knight Errant Gruff. I mean, can you tell me? I need more than that. I need. You're trying to remove it? He can't. It's what? It's just removing the corruption. You need to tell me more.
Can I trust you? Because you must understand this is a matter of great sensitivity.
Right now, Sir Griffith, I don't think you have an option of whether you trust me or not. If I can forget that you just told me that, but that young man right now is being interrogated by the authorities and the church. It's only a matter of time until they send word to the Ecliptic Order. They will, the punishment for corruption like this it's normally execution. If it can't be removed, only lowest levels of corruption, they may take them to a prison or a temple or an asylum to try and remove it, but if it's bad enough, they will just execute him. You don't have a choice on whether you trust me or not. But if it's worth anything, yes, you can.
The problem is, Watch Commander, is what I'm about to tell you means that, depending on what you decide to do with it, could make your life incredibly complicated.
I will deal with that.
And that often comes with a lot of paperwork. Anyway, as an aside, we are here, we have been here, to garner the assistance of the second Magister of the Academia, Lord Scaratalos.
Just takes a big inhale of breath. That is a very important name in this province.
I do not say it lightly.
And if we contacted Lord Scaratalos, he would confirm that this young man he knows about all of this. This is with his permission.
He would confirm.
I need to let the Duchess know. If we're talking that level, if this is something that Lord Scaratalos is involved in, I need to let the Duchess know.
Now that's where that becomes a problem.
Why?
Because the more people who know, the worse this gets. This situation is being dealt with and will be dealt with before more people know. But the more people know, the more fear is spread. And the more fear is spread, the more bad decisions are made.
I understand, but you must appreciate my position on this. I am sworn to my Lady Duchess. This is the hierarchy. Lord Scaratalos is a very, very well-respected member of the provinces. He is not the ruler of this area. The Duchess is, but she has great respect for Scaratalos, but I can't keep her out of this. Now, I can press upon her exactly what you just told me, but I have to let her know.
May I beg time?
I don't think we have the time. If we don't get this resolved now, your friend down there is gone.
Don't think that I'm unaware of that. I have been traveling as this boy's warden for a while now. I am very aware of the dangers associated with this.
Good. What I'm saying is if we don't get whatever this situation is before the church send word to the Ecliptic Order, they'll supersede anything that we can do. They won't care about Lord Scaratalos. The church is not affiliated with the Draconic Lords. They won't care. So if we get him out now, it has to be under my approval. And to get my approval, I need my Duchess's approval. And for the Duchess to sign off on this, she needs to hear from Lord Scaratalos. Now, I can send a runner to the Ducal Palace now, and Duchess Glamaxer is a mage. She can contact Lord Scaratalos. I'm sure she'll be able to send word to him, but I need to do this now.
Kim to Mark.
Yes.
Gruff does not know that the Ecliptic Order knows. Malady knows. Malady was kind of on the sly anyway.
That's the thing you would know, is like Malady she is a member of the Ecliptic Order, but you have always got the impression that she plays by her own rules anyway. And you know that Benedicta's reaction to a lot of this stuff, playing up powers and things like that, has always been pretty bad.
Yep. Sorry, Tom, there's no way I can...
Yeah, I know, I mean, yeah. I've got no way out either.
Well, Gruff wouldn't lie as well.
Yeah.
Like, especially to a position of authority.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of another way to kind of... Wash Commander. The reason I came here was because today we were supposed to set out on our journey with Sir Jordan Harper.
I remember.
To stop the attacks that are happening on the coast.
I remember.
I need my companions to do this. And the more this is delayed, the more people are going to die in these waters.
So that's why I need to get this word out to the Duchess now. As for the rest of your companions, whatever happened in that hotel room, I'm pretty sure that the young man, whoever it was, collaborated the story that he was paid, it was consensual, maybe there's some damages to the hotel. That's not an issue anymore. But the authority is keeping them down there because of this crown still problem. This would have been resolved 30 minutes ago if it wasn't for that.
Do the authorities know for certain? Or are they going
I don't
off
know.
what someone
There
saw?
was one of my guards, she said that she saw his arm when he was getting changed. She is pretty learned. She's, she studied and listens and hears stories, and she reported it to the authority when he came by, and she said what she had seen. He immediately sent word to the church. They sent a couple of priests, and I believe that I think they're speaking to him right now. I don't know. Now, I don't know this young man. Do you think he's the type to admit to it? Do you think if they tell him to show them, will he do that?
No, he will not.
Then maybe there's time. If I can send word to the Duchess, if I can get an approval, if I can get a writ, basically giving a leave for him to be let go, maybe we can make this happen. But
I just worry what will happen when the Duchess knows.
that's the gamble you've got to take right now.
Because the last thing we need is a lot of panicked dragons.
You need to make that call right now, Knight Errant.
You're our leader, remember?
I never asked for this!
This is our nightly quest, right?
I never said I was the
That's
leader!
what we were doing, right?
Should have left you on the road.
For those who couldn't hear that, Kim just said, I should have left him on the road.
Yeah, there's a lot of situations where you should have left.
Do you want a minute?
I can't think of it. Gruff.
Do you want a minute?
No, because there's nothing I can do or say.
Sure.
I've got this whole Sir Joran needs a favour, but I'm not feeling it. Gruff, because he knows she's in a difficult position, and Gruff won't do that. But then this boy.
Ophelia needed a snack.
Ophelia needed a snack.
She didn't even need the snack. Let's be clear.
She had a snack. She wanted another snack.
Somehow Rowan was bleeding.
A snack for what I'm pretty sure was communicated.
If you want a little minute, I can do another thing.
It was 2 weeks.
Was it 2 weeks, by right?
There's nothing you can do.
Huh?
Days.
You're like backed into a corner here.
Yeah.
It's not your fault at all.
No. Ride out whatever decision you make.
I think, honestly, my biggest concern is the more dragons that know about this, the harder it's going to be to lift this, to remove this crown steel. We have a plan. We have things, we have processes in place. We need time.
I will let you make a persuasion roll. The DC is going to be high. In fact, I'm going to tell you the DC. The DC is going to be 25.
25. What is your persuasion?
You don't want to know.
Not great.
I'm assuming you're spending the fate point.
Last fate point, yeah.
+1.
You just need to roll on that 20.
Yeah.
Just knock out a 20 real quick.
20 with a 6 on
And a
a
6
on a
on
fate.
the-
You have
Fate.
advantage, so that's fine.
I have advantage.
I lie to the table.
We've done enough of that today.
You can imagine if that worked.
I will give you advantage because she does respect Knight Errant Gruff. She does respect him.
Was it quite an impassioned speech?
It was a very impassioned speech. I will give you advantage on the roll. 25.
Nope. Yikes. That's a big yikes, dog.
I hear you, Knight Errant Gruff, but I cannot do this without telling my Duchess. I cannot promise you anything, but if what you're saying is true, if you have Lord Scaratalis' blessing to carry this young man and whatever danger he poses, the only way that I can get him out of this situation is with my Duchess's approval. It's that, or he goes with the Authority and the Ecliptic Order.
I apologize for what I'm about to say, but this is all the only card I have left. Sir Jorah wants me to remind you of what he did for you at the Forge.
She looks pissed.
I'm sorry. That is how far I need to go for this boy.
Then you tell Joran we're done. And I never want to see you in my town again. Any of you. You don't know what you're asking me to do. But I do owe Joran that. But I never want to see him or you, any of you, in my town again.
I'm sorry, Watch Commander. This boy means a lot to me.
Go to the docks. He'll be brought there.
Thank you.
She goes inside.
I genuinely want to cry.
Oh my god.
That was amazing.
That was so good.
Well done.
Xanthias. No, I'm gonna leave you till last.
Thanks, please, dude.
Ophelia. Bum, bum, bum. Door unlocks. You hear it unlock and it opens. You're free to go.
What? What?
Come on.
What happened? What?
You're free to
No,
go.
no questions?
No questions.
Blessings of the Grave Father! What? Okay.
You are escorted out. You see them going to Rowan's door. Rowan, you hear the same thing. Unlocks, opens up.
I lied, okay? I cut my arm
Stop.
to defend.
You're free to go.
What?
Come on. Your friends are waiting outside.
Oh, all right.
The two of you are led outside.
Oh my god, that was so
What
easy.
happened?
That was so tough.
I've never felt more alive.
Oh, people, what a rush.
Xanthias.
I climbed a building with a man.
That was.
That's
And then
not potato.
I just let
I'm still in prison! You climbed a building with a man!
We should
you
do that
threw a bloody
again.
chair out the window, and I'm in prison!
You're in communion with Sovereign!
I didn't choose that!
Correction. You did. You did.
Loud with it with the skin out.
To be clear, like, this is the thing. Xanthias.
Yes.
You hear outside of your room, you hear an argument, an explosive argument. You can't do this. He is supposed to, and it kind of like muffled. You're only catching like words of it. By order of the Duchess, that young man is to be released under the Duchess's orders, under my orders, authority. You and the priests get out. It's like, you can't do this. You don't have the authority. You don't represent. I am the watch commander. He is my prisoner. He is being released. Now go. And you hear like this argument, like you hear steel being drawn. Oh, fuck. You hear don't make that mistake, authority. You know that I have plenty of loyal people here that can deal with you if I need to. You're going to regret this.
Well, nobody's going to the Lavender Garden ever again.
There's another franchise in a different city.
We'll have to go somewhere else.
After a few moments, the door opens and a very tall, imposing half-orc woman in full plate armor, covered in a crisscross of like these glowing scars. Come with me.
Okay. Watch Commander, I presume?
That's right.
Okay.
I would suggest you don't say anything else from this point on.
I nod a lot.
You are taken not out the main entrance. She leads you to into a storeroom, and then will look at you and be like, "Turn around and face the door."
Okay.
You hear grinding stone as a secret door opens, and you see a staircase leading down. And she basically is like, "Come on."
Where are we going?
Does it matter? You're not going with them.
I don't want to die.
You're not gonna die.
Okay.
She leads you down. It's quite a long way, and then eventually opens up another secret door, which leads out at the seawall onto the beach itself. And it's kind of hidden by like a rocky sort of like alcove. Like you're gonna get your feet a bit wet as you go through the shallows. But she will just look at you and be like, "Remind your friend Gruff of what I told him."
Gruff did this? Gruff did this.
Remind him of what I told him. And count the scions. You've got a friend like him. And then shuts the door in your face.
I'm just gonna sort of look around, like, where do I go?
With that, that's Xanthias is left there.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking around, like I'm expecting someone else to show up, or I'm ready for guards to round the corner or something. I don't know. I don't know
to be coming.
I don't know where I am. I don't know why I'm here. I'm like
the two of you, Rowan and Ophelia, you are escorted up into the main exit, and you are held in sort of like the main lobby area, and then coming from like a basement is this tall, imposing orc warrior woman. She would come over and sort of gesture the doors open, and she'll come up to you and be like, "The matter of last night's incident has been resolved. Your story was collaborated by the young man you paid for his service.
Yes.
I would recommend in the future you take better precautions and don't lie to guards when they come asking about what happened.
Okay,
You are free to go."
Okay. Sorry?
She just holds up her hand and then leans in. "Your other friend is waiting on the beach."
Why is he on the beach?
Good day, citizens.
What is happening?
What's going on? Why are we...
Who did you suck the blood of? Are they royalty?
No, just a man.
Daisy and Matteo, you have been waiting patiently, but Gruff, you would know where Daisy is, and you could make your way to them to let them know what's going on.
I'll bang on the door and...
Oh! Matteo draws his dagger. "Who is it?"
It's me, Griffith.
Oh, thank God. Thank the gods.
Daisy will hug Gruff immediately. Are they okay? Are you okay? What's happening?
They will be okay, and I'm sorry. I hope you're okay. We need to go now.
I got all their stuff already. I gathered it up because I thought this was going to happen. Here's it. I'll come. I sling
Matteo.
everything.
Look, Matteo will help, hoist it up.
Matteo, we have been told to leave and not come back, and this is very serious. I will understand if you do not want to come with us.
They don't know that I'm with you, so I can come back. I can still go with you.
As long as you understand the dangers, we are not welcome here.
How can I abandon my friends in this dire time, in this time of need? You need me more than ever.
He did bring me lots of ice cream. It was very nice.
I do need you, Matteo.
It's fine. Come, my friends. It'll be all right.
Let's go, Daisy. We need to go to the docks immediately.
Okay. Let's go.
As we leave, thinking about the condition of the room, I'm going to leave another 100 GP.
Okay.
Perception. Just literally as we...
The little halfling is like, oh, thank you, Mr. Gruff. Thank you very much. Would you like to leave a message for Lady K or Mr. K? Or... They did mention that you might want to leave some messages for them.
We're not going to be a problem, we said when we checked in.
Tell that charlatan.
The charlatan?
He'll know. They'll know.
We've had to leave, and I trust they'll know how to find us.
Oh, all right. Very good. I'm assuming this money is for the state of Miss Ophelia's room?
Yes, and I apologise on their behalf.
Oh, that's all right. We'll get the magic cleaners in. They should be able to get the blood out, no problem. Yes, very good. We'll have the rooms ready for you for when you return.
Yes.
Very good.
I think we may be some time.
Oh, well, the room's paid for a week, so if you need to be gone for a bit, that's fine.
Steal some free slippers on the way out. No.
Sure.
Straight to the docks.
Sure.
Straight.
All right. Rowan and Ophelia, what do you guys do?
Ophelia, I'm so sorry for making it worse.
Don't you dare apologize. You had nothing to do with this. This was all my fault.
Yeah, you did a naughty. Let's not get past that. You did a real big naughty there.
I didn't mean to do a naughty.
I know.
It just got a little bit out of control.
It was a lot of blood. It's still down your front.
Yeah. Your outfit is...
Here,
I'll get like a rag and dip it in the seawater by the beach.
No, it's okay.
So you guys make your way down there, because then you'll bump into
assume we
Xanthias,
are.
yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll head down
It's
to the
okay.
beach talking like this.
I deserve to be a mess for the time being.
Well, you don't
It's-
have a Percy, do you? So here.
You're not my...
And I'll just clean anyway.
Fine.
Try and wipe off what you can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of stained in now.
Honestly,
There's so much you can do.
It's kind of scaring me, so I'd like to mop it up.
Okay.
So
It's dried in, so it's like you're smearing.
It's not working.
Cracking.
It's
okay,
the area we're in is that no one else is coming down this way.
So you're kind of at the far end of the beach, right?
Yeah.
You know, far away from the tourist area. Yeah, and it's all probably further over there. Yeah, so there's a little kind of little alcove nook cove, and you've come out that. You'll get your feet wet, but you can go around the rocks and get onto the public beach, basically.
Yeah. Well, I guess if I hear voices, my immediate thing is I'm going to back up into a corner and just see who this could be first, because, like I said, I'm worried guards are going to come down. I have just been arrested and highly under suspicion, so I'm trying to avoid people. But if I hear Rowan and Ophelia's voice, I guess from the rock wall behind I guess a jagged corner or something, you'll kind of hear a Rowan, Ophelia? Rowan, is that you?
Xanthias?
Xanthias!
It is. Is anyone else here with you?
No, just us.
Okay, I'm going to come out then. What just happened?
What just happened?
I don't know.
Why are you here?
I was arrested. I think you guys were as well, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Somehow they knew about...
Oh.
Yeah, and now I think all of them know, but for some reason I was set free for the...
We were set free too.
They just let us go.
But was it the watch commander that let you out?
Yes.
I think so. A tall orc lady.
Right, same. Pretty weird. They just let me go, despite having... they were going to detain me.
They mentioned Gruff. I think Gruff has helped.
Yes, I need to speak to Gruff as well. They had a message for Gruff.
No.
So Gruff knows about.
Oh.
Where is Gruff?
Let's go back to the hotel.
Should we go to the docks first? I think Gruff might be there waiting for us to leave.
True.
We completely missed that.
Yeah, the hotel is bad because of what you did.
I don't want to go back through the city. The authority. I got interrogated by an authority.
Let's go to the docks.
And some of the
What?
Yes, yeah.
What?
Oh, that's serious.
Yeah, and they
And they
did
still
not,
released you?
They did not sound too happy. The watch commander argued with them to set me free. Either way, I think people are after me now.
Let's go to the docks.
Yes, go to the docks. First, are you okay?
I have no idea what is happening or how I got to this situation.
You should have just stayed in your room.
I should have. I really should. What were you doing? Who was that? Who was that person?
I paid him. He was just some schmuck that he was coming out of one of the bars, and I asked him. I gave him 50 gold, and he let me drink some of his blood.
Yes.
I was going to take some on the boat because I only have one jar, and I needed more.
I have three questions.
Yes.
One, why did you need more blood? You have blood. You have blood.
I don't know how long we're going to be, and I need more.
Two, whose 50 gold did you spend?
Gruffs!
Why do you keep spending gold?
You told me to spend!
I don't like this at all.
Okay, we need
So
to
as you're having this conversation, the public are starting to filter down to fill out the public.
Have you got a
tourist
cloak
beach?
or a cowl or a cape or a shroud or something?
Yes.
I have an ornate painting!
You do not! No, you don't!
Ophelia, you keep doing this. You keep saying I have an ornate painting and then you hold nothing up. Why does this keep happening?
I'm going to
Yes.
do this with my hands and pull apart, and I'm going to use performance of creation to create a very big cloak for you.
Perfect.
Okay, that is wonderful. It might, it might
What are you doing with that?
I'm going to wear this because I don't want people to see me, or I don't want guards to see me. I don't
Understandable.
want anyone to... I think what's happened is Xanthias Oregon is now well known as a crown still haver.
Great, because I'm now well known as a people drinker.
That's not news.
No, but if it gets... I'm a diplomat. If it gets out that a diplomat from Osseous is going around drinking people willy-nilly, it's not going to look very good.
Ophelia, I really like this place.
Me too.
I had such a good time here.
I relaxed.
I relaxed as well.
relaxed.
I laid down on the beach and I was having all of the food. We even had that moment. Everyone does it on holiday when they have some kind of special food and they're like, wow, we have to have this every day when we get home.
Wonderful.
We did that.
It was like
I don't want to have any
still.
wave meat food ever again. I don't want to think of this place.
My shoulders went down. Did you know how long it's been since
They
my
are
shoulders
so up
went
right now.
They're touching my ears. They're inside my ears.
My heart. It's a person.
I wish mine did.
Rowan, are you okay?
I don't know what to do! What do we do?
Okay.
I'm going to walk out into the sea.
Don't walk out into the sea.
Stay out of
Walk
the
out into
sea.
the sea.
I think
Wait, you can cast water breathing. Let's all walk into the
Live
sea.
underwater! I can live underwater!
Start again.
This is us now.
The
This
great
is
father
who
can't
we
find me in
are.
the water. No one can find me down
Oh, Jonia,
there.
take me now.
Yes.
I grip Ophelia.
No.
I grip Ophelia by the shoulder, Xanthias by the shoulder.
We need to get this together.
We do. We
But
need
Gruffith has done something.
Okay, yes, you're
and we
right.
need to do right by them. Let's go to the docks right now.
Yep.
I think
So-
I'm more scared of this than anything else.
The three of you make your way along the beach, passing by, tourists beginning to filter down, laying out their towels, getting a good place here on the beach. You see the bull on the beach opening. Brannock, kind of gives you a little wave, seeing you as you go past.
More sheepish.
A little sheepish little wave. Eventually you come to these series of jetties and docks, various ships, little coastal sloops and small ships, catamarans, that sort of thing, being loaded up with cargo, being set out for fishing, and I guess waiting.
I imagine the whole walk from the hotel, Gruff's probably power walked to the docks. It's very determined, and Daisy's
Trying to keep up. Mateo's kind of helping carry some of the stuff. As you see, Daisy and Mateo sat there, probably catching their breath, breathing heavy, and Gruff very standing there looking as you see the three of them approaching from the beach. Well, you see two of them and then somebody in a very big, thick, heavy cloak coming alongside with them.
Oh, Gruffith, I'm so sorry.
I fall to my knees.
Get on the boat.
Okay.
I sheepishly get on the boat.
Yep. You see Sir Joran sort of just nods to you, this barnacle knight. He's wearing his kind of big rounded diver suit-esque kind of armor, and he's kind of loading it up, and he just sees you and he immediately gives you some supplies and is put those over there, and starts putting you to work immediately.
Yep.
All right, pick that up, bring that here, that sort of thing. All right,
Right away.
come hold this, try this, blah, blah, blah. He's
That's a
putting
lot of
away.
things to do.
Yep.
Okay, it's me, Gruff. It's me. It's Xanthias. I have no idea what just happened.
Get on the boat.
I'm getting on the... Okay, but we can speak... We'll speak on the boat, yes?
Ophelia, there is water on the boat for you to clean yourself. Get on it now.
Yes.
Oh, Dad's pissed.
The two of you get on the boat. Mateo, Mateo would probably whisper, he's like, Gruff sounds really pissed. Oh, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. Luckily, we're the good kids.
Did you bring ice cream? I'm stressed again.
Hands you a little tub of it. Mateo and Daisy just start eating
Still on the
ice
deck.
cream. Yeah, right. They look.
Gruff,
Should
do you
we?
need anything else?
Yes, you need anything, Gruff? Anything before we head off?
Gruff is not answering. He's busy pulling up the gang.
I think we should get on the boat.
Oh, are they not on the boat?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, yeah.
they'll get on the boat now.
Yeah.
And then just be like, right, throws that in the ocean. Mr. Knight, anything we can do? He's like, yes, take that, you get down there, hold that. come tie these rope.
Gruff, I swear to you, I was doing everything with my power to make it on time for your quest. It was of the utmost importance to me. I don't know, things just really spiraled out of hand. Somehow we ended up in the barracks. Somehow they knew about. I look around the boat to see who might be listening. You know, this thing. And somehow the High Marshal let me out. Well, I say somehow. They mentioned you. Apparently, you spoke to them, and they argued with the authorities to set me free. But I don't understand why that's happened, or why. Gruff, why are you looking at me, Gruff?
You can probably see a muscle twitching in Gruff's jaw, and his tail is twitching like that sharp swish, swish.
Flick.
And he's not necessarily looking at you. He's looking over the three of you, and looking at the shore, looking at the tower.
So you feel like the wind catch the sail of this little sloop as the boat sort of lurches and creaks as it begins to pull away from wave meet. So Joran goes back to the tiller, gets like a hand on a rope, and is basically probably Daisy and Mateo. He calls to the two of you. He's like, right, you go over there, come help me with this. And he's directing those two, leaving the three of you and Gruff sort of more at the front of the boat for a minute. As you watch, as you all see wave meet beginning to vanish into the skyline, into the horizon. Probably the last thing you would see is on the very edge of the docks is that same tall orc woman in her armor just staring and watching you leave. Just her cape, her blue cape kind of caught in the wind as she just watches you all leave.
What does Sojourn, what's he doing?
Seems super focused. He's got like a little cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's focused, like catching the wind, like kind of holding up a hand, and then but he seems nonplussed.
Gruff, it wasn't their fault. I'm sorry.
The thing about being part of a group, being traveling companions, being part of a family, is that your actions have an impact on everyone. I have done what had to be done, and I am not proud of it. All I ask in the following days is to think of the people your actions will have an impact on. And please, do not disappoint me again.
And with that, we will end today's episode of High Rollers. As we last see the tiny sloop with its name written in beautiful handwriting on the edge, the Sun-Kissed, as the boat, the Sun-Kissed, makes its way out, heading off towards the deeper oceans and the isles of the Suncrest Isles. With that, those last few words hanging in the air. And that is where we end today's episode.
That was my favourite episode.
It was everything.
That was a lot.
I think there's going to be a lot of people at home just stressed out of their minds.
I'm so sweaty.
We have had so many do not sleep on X episode of High Rollers because, like, hey, do you remember those couple of episodes where they went gambling? Watch the next one.
Yeah, you think it's like a fun beach episode? It gets pretty real.
So good.
Put us in a very lovely town. We will find a way.
I mean, honestly, I was not expecting any of that to go. My notes for this session, by the way, it's a 2-line thing for Ophelia's. It's called Ophelia's Oopsie, and I just have 2 lines in it, which is basically like, yep, the guy's unconscious. He can be roused. There's blood all over the floor. The guards have this passive perception, stuff like that. If there's a lot of noise, the guards will come and investigate. Those were my entire notes because I was like, it won't be that big of a deal. It'll be nice and quick. It just wasn't.
Yeah, but he woke up
Through
and
a
he
com-
screamed.
It was like, well, he screamed, Rowan screamed, like, his scream, like, it was Rowan's scream that brought the guard, by the way.
Yeah, Ophelia threw a chair out the window.
It was already going to shit by that point.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't help, but let's be honest.
But I was like, well.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
I would've
this
probably done all
escalating series of events and dice rolls that just led to all of that. The fucking combat encounter that I had planned, I just like, I just shelved that for next week. Lovely little map.
It's still there.
It's still there for next time.
Just delayed a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
all.
great.
It's just
But it's just funny that I was just
series
like,
of small
cool.
decisions.
Yep.
Like, do I need to get changed before I go to the barracks? Yeah, okay.
turns out
Oh, I'm
that
going to have a
was good,
guard with me?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
I'll make a
know.
sleight of hand check. Oh, okay. Like,
Yeah,
there was
that
so
and,
many degrees of error that led to
Yeah.
This freaking Sherlock Holmes guy rolling
yeah.
a 20, being
Yeah.
like, I've assessed everything in
It
this
was-
room.
And then
Literally.
sidekick Watson here looking at Xanthias' arm being like,
Well, like, there's no way, if they were being arrested, she wasn't just going to
Yeah,
leave him on
yeah,
his own to, like,
100%.
change. She's like, oh, I'm just going to, like, make sure he doesn't take anything. He fucking balked the sleight of hand roll. Then I had to roll a fucking Arcana check to see if she would recognize it, which she did.
Yeah.
Because I rolled, like, an 18, 19 or something crazy. And it was just, like, these things where it just kept happening.
it's just like, I can't feel too bad about it when it was
Dice
just
tell
like
stories, man.
20 different events all led in that direction.
Everyone's just like, Ophelia just wanted a snack. That's all I wanted. It was just a series
little num-num.
of events.
Little num-nums.
None for the road.
Little num-nums. And he paid, the thing is ultimately, he consented, you paid him, like, it wasn't a big deal. It was
He
just
woke
the
up and was like,
circumstances that looked bad.
Yeah,
That was the other thing, because, like, I rolled, like, when you woke him up, I
Yeah.
rolled a con save to see if he would, like, knock out again. I rolled a 5.
Oh my
And
God.
so he just passed out again. And I was just like, well, he's out again. And then that made it look so much worse when the guards arrived. Like, it's just little things like that.
I wouldn't
But
change it for a thing.
what a fucking thing with Gruff. Like, what a great way of, like, this friendly
Oh.
NPC who is totally winning. Like,
good.
look, I'll help you, but I've got to let my Duchess know. And Gruff's like, you can't tell them.
felt
like,
so dirty.
it's great, though.
Well done, though.
So
And then using the favor to basically, and just for the context of why that was so big a
Yeah.
deal, it means that basically she is now, she's acted without the Duchess's
Yeah.
authority to let this really serious criminal go. And it's probably going to cost her a career. It's probably going to cost her her honor with the Duchess. But whatever deal she owes, Sojourn was enough to do it.
Yeah.
And so you asking that, bringing that up is like, fuck you.
That's why I felt so
Yeah.
bad doing it. But what changed my mind was I was like, I failed the roll,
Yeah.
and I was like, how far would Gruff go
Yeah.
for Xanthias?
Yeah.
And
the answer, we have the answer. I have written those down. The Authority, Kaz Cardwell as well, and Miranda.
Yeah.
That, like,
I mean, they basically.
Kaz Cardwell is going to be fucking
Yeah.
after you, dude.
Yeah.
Like you are going to be like the
I got
criminal
rid of
that
one
gets away.
authority.
Yeah.
I'm just chaining authorities at this
Yeah.
point. What if they speak? I'm ruined.
They just need to talk.
What's his name? Sorry, authority.
I hate to remind you of this as well, but do keep in mind that Sister Ophelia left a message,
In the
which is where you can be found. There is evidence that the Authority has of, like, Sister Ophelia of the House of Blood, Ashen's Rest, Tyria's Rest Inn.
Yeah.
I'm also just imagining, like, they came to Ashen's Rest. Isn't it a bit weird? They also work quite closely with the Duke. Isn't it weird that Obsidius also went to Wavemeet at the same time?
Yeah, I tried not
With
to
a
say that
known,
name.
Like, obviously we didn't bring out
Very
Obsidius.
smart.
And I
like,
contemplated it, but I was like,
like-
I'm gonna go for the bigger
Yeah,
dragon.
yeah.
Because this
Smart.
dragon.
Well, also,
like-
actually, the smart play, because Scaratalos is from this province. He's a
Yeah.
very influential, powerful political figure in the Bronze Dragon province. Obsidius wouldn't have had much power,
No.
wouldn't have had much influence here.
And I think
However,
after,
if an investigation starts to, like, it's
Yeah.
easy to start piecing stuff together. Obsidius obviously came to Wavemeet with us.
There's
Teleported
records of you
us.
teleporting
Yeah.
with Obsidius into Wavemeet. You arrived here with Obsidius.
So,
But
like-
I was thinking about what
Yeah.
Gruff said to Obsidian.
I think-
and that's
yeah.
why I kept his name out of my mouth. Like, I was like,
Oh, hi there, bud. You okay there, bud?
I've got to stop giving people notes.
yeah, just stop that. Just never.
You were trying to
even know.
recruit him. I get it.
But I gave the teleporter lady a note as well.
You did, yeah, you did.
Recommendation.
Yeah. You did, yeah. Yeah.
It's the opposite of Arrested
Anyway.
Development.
Consequences!
That whale is a good time to end the episode.
It's a great one. With that, thank you very much,
Oh my
everybody.
God.
We'll see you for the next episode of High Rollers, baby! Yeah.
Let's
have some fun combat.
Night
No,
Quest!
we're on
Finally!
sea now, yay!
See ya.
See you in a bit.
Wouldn't want to be here.